Google Play, you know, ABC Play 3AW, Play
nice.
BBC Radio, and you can just, it'll play anything.
I love that.
So we don't have radios anymore.
No, we
Probably,
don't.
like many people around the world, don't have radios anymore. You just have smart devices.
And you don't necessarily have to be smart to use them.
No.
Tracy, we'll get to your competition entry.
Oh, was there a competition entry?
Yeah. It's the match.
Why aren't we getting to it now?
The 1985 quarterfinal between John McEnroe and Slobodan Zivanovic.
Okay.
Zivanovic. I can never say that now. There's a lot of
Tracy has a bit more to say about it as well, which is great.
Tracy's got a lot to say, and we will get back to this email as soon as we can, Tracy.
Maybe at the end of this game. Okay, Svitolina here serving. A must-hold situation at 1-4, low down, both players very low over the net. And the forehand's really good from Sabalenka. The chopped forehand was really good from Svitolina. Drop shot, Svitolina up the line. She just put too much side spin on that.
She did. She just needed to hit through that ball, but it's an exciting point. Svitolina, though, needs to get control of the serve early on.
People sitting on the stairs, they can't make it to their seat in time as Svitolina serves, looking for the ace and found it down the middle. That's her first of the night.
It is.
Puts her ahead
of Sabalenka.
On aces.
So having a look, first serve percentage so far, 74% for Sabalenka, 60% for Svitolina. So that is improving.
Okay.
And it will need to.
Serves here. Looking to go to the backhand of Sabalenka. Centrally in the court, but just too long. Landing this onto that backhand again, just a bit long from Sabalenka. So Svitolina gets this back to 30-15. Peter Mercado and Candy Reid will be in the commentary box from the second set onwards, a part of making up the team this evening as we bring you this women's semi-finals night. 30-15, Svitolina serves. Backhand from Sabalenka was really good on the run. Arena makes that on the forehand. Good depth from both players here as they stay behind the baseline. Kicks up a bit high from Svitolina, though, and gleefully accepted by Arena Sabalenka. She annihilates a backhand.
Oh, well, Svitolina is damned if she does and damned if she doesn't tonight, because she's trying to get that ball deep. She's putting a bit more height over the net, but anything that falls just an inch short, Sabalenka is all over it.
Svitolina at the backhand again of Sabalenka, stays at her, but she rocks around to play the inside-out forehand and then comes to the net after the backhand approach. Brilliant forehand volley. Great attacking play from Arena Sabalenka.
Yeah, she really approached the net so quickly. Took that ball out of the air very early, Sabalenka. Going in behind Svitolina. And that's a move we haven't seen tonight, but I liked it. She got good depth of that approach shot.
This is all Arena Sabalenka right now. Elena Svitolina really struggling to stay in this. In fact, on the weight of play we've seen so far, she's done well to get a game.
Yeah, she's being overpowered.
Everywhere. And outthought. Like that was superb play from Sabalenka to see her chance and come to the net. But that one backhand into the net, and Svitolina hanging in there. Well, gets this to juice.
Yeah, I mean, the second serve for Svitolina, it's actually not bad compared to most second serves on tour. And Sabalenka wanting to take that ball early, but just missed timing.
Good old crowd getting involved. Svitolina serves. Backhand from Sabalenka. It was just too deep. She aggressively went for the baseline. She'll keep doing that. But she just missed it on that occasion. Svitolina has a game point here for 2-4.
She's got the break and she's just feeling so confident out there, Sabalenka. She's just going for everything now.
Serves looking for the ace, missed it down the middle, just left of the tee. She just loves this court as well, Sabalenka, doesn't she? So Svitolina serving forehand. Wow. Inside in, she just clobbered that. I think you heard the thud as it thudded into our commentary box window.
It was 152 k's an hour. And
it was faster than the serve.
she had hit it before it left Svitolina's racket.
Barely even looked at it. She was walking. Unbelievable. Serving down the middle. She just disdain for that serve from Elena Svitolina. Let's see what happens here on the second serve. Goes onto the backhand again. Sabalenka goes after it, but that's good play from Svitolina, and she gives herself a little bit of a fist pump there. She dealt with the deep return from Arena Sabalenka, and it was Arena's turn to be unable to deal with the depth of shot from Svitolina on that occasion. And she has a game point again.
That's the ball Svitolina's after. Down the middle, deep in court. It's a neutral ball.
Svitolina then, can she hold? Serves a second ace. That's a very good idea. This one out wide. And she's holding her own here under enormous pressure. Elena Svitolina up against Sabalenka, who is very much in the mood for this tonight. It's a break of serve still to the top seed, 4-2.
Yeah, she did well then, Svitolina, holding serve. She was under a whole lot of pressure. That first serve is dipping again, so makes it very hard.
A couple of aces help.
Yeah, absolutely. Sabalenka wanting to attack, though, everything she's seeing tonight.
So Svitolina's got to attack and get aggressive on this service game here from Sabalenka. Sabalenka, though, moving Svitolina around corner to corner, side to side. Exquisite.
Yeah, no, it's totally on Sabalenka's racket. It's in her wheelhouse, this match. And Svitolina just needs to find a way to crack this code.
Sabalenka readies herself at 15 love. Serves a fault. Couple of ball bounces for Arena. Now she's ready with the second serve. Onto the backhand of Svitolina. Good depth. That's just a brilliant change of direction from Sabalenka. Svitolina did pretty well with the return, but Sabalenka's ability to change direction with such accuracy and depth is so difficult to challenge.
She's not moving, is she, on that shot straight after that first shot after serve. She's just delivering on that from the baseline.
30 love. Svitolina goes straight back at Sabalenka again. Going down low to make this backhand. Svitolina forces the error from Sabalenka on that occasion. She's covering a lot of ground to stay in this, Svitolina, but she is still in it, 30-15. But you're right, Kate, the return of serve, she's getting depth, but she is going right back at Sabalenka, and Sabalenka is able to dictate terms from that point onwards in the rally, so that needs to change.
She does. She changes direction, Sabalenka, so quickly.
30-15, serve out wide. Sabalenka lands this just long. She's unlucky. She did well with that backhand. Was well outside the doubles alley and nearly landed it at that apex of the sideline and baseline, but unable to do so on the backhand flank of Arena Sabalenka. So a couple of game points here for 5-2 in the opening set. Second serve here. 6 of 8 of her net visits for Sabalenka. 3 of 6 for Svitolina. She needs more. Aggressively goes after this. It's set up for her, and Svitolina slaps that away.
She was almost in the service box when she hit that return, Svitolina.
It was a nothing serve, but it was really well dealt with by Elena Svitolina.
That would have felt good.
Yeah. She's got to do, she's got to try and get super aggressive with that second serve when she gets it, and then see if she can find a way to just unsettle Sabalenka. Gets good forehand here. Sabalenka's come to the nets, and the passing shot from Svitolina was good enough because the volley was, she was unable to handle what came at her, Arena Sabalenka. And she's got this back to juice, Elena Svitolina.
Yeah, didn't do enough with that approach shot. Or the approach shot from Sabalenka, and Svitolina did a great job to get that ball low. It was dipping as it went over the net. That was tough for Sabalenka to control. Good play.
Oh, is this a chance for Svitolina here? Serves, backhand from Svitolina, lands in, huge forehand and coming to the net. Sabalenka, Svitolina could only net it over the trying to go over the high part of the net. She found the net, and it's a game point again for Aryna Sabalenka.
When she's down, she just goes bigger, doesn't she, Sabalenka? Like, does not hold back anymore, backs her game. Doesn't go into a shell.
Sure does. Absolutely what she does. Serves here, that's wide and long. Not unbeatable, but she's the toughest challenge in women's tennis right now. And Elena Svitolina is hanging in there. This second serve sort of sat up, but it had a bit of kick on it, and Svitolina was unable to control her backhand. And Sabalenka does hold and opens up a 5-2 lead after 37 minutes of this women's semi-final on AO Radio with Kate Kearns and Steve Pearce with you. Sorry, it was Tracy's message we were getting to, wasn't it?
We were, and might get back to Tracy's message.
Right, yeah, okay.
Because a few more messages coming through. We've got one here from Safe, who's listening from the Netherlands.
Oh, yes.
Greetings
Hello.
from the Netherlands.
Hello, hello.
I'm hoping for a Ryba final again this year. The match in
Ryba.
Okay. Their match in 2023 was amazing.
Yep.
Question, do you think that Saba tends to falter at the late stages of majors?
Well,
She's been quite consistent in reaching the semis or later.
I mean,
at every major for a few years.
She
She's
did
only
falter,
won 4 titles.
She faltered last year, obviously against Maddie Keys, but on hard court, she's been pretty dominant towards the end of majors, certainly of late. Since those years of the serving yips, feels like that was a long time ago, doesn't it? When remember when she went through that stage where she really struggled with the yips, especially on the second serve, and she could barely get the ball thrown up in the air, let alone over the net.
But she went to work on not only the technical side of that, but mentally about how she was approaching it, and she was very honest and open about that part of her tennis.
I mean, it's a dominant record on hard court over the last 3 years, isn't it? With the 2 US titles over the last 2 years and the runner-up the year before, and then runner-up here last year and the 2 wins at the Australian Open. Obviously Wimbledon has been a little bit of a problem for her with a couple of semi-finals losses, and made it to the final at Roland Garros last year. But I don't think she falters at the closing stages of majors at the moment. I mean, you can't win every match. Well, Djokovic would say maybe you can play in 10 finals and win them all. But
she definitely puts herself in a position to.
Yep.
But you're right, the hard courts that suits her game so much better.
Still, this match is not one and done yet. It's only the first set, and Svitolina will have something to say about it. And can Aryna Sabalenka keep playing at this level as well? So lots of questions remain ahead. Love 15 here on the Svitolina serve, serving to stay in this opening set. Hammers a forehand right at Sabalenka, and then she does it again, gives her no angle, but Sabalenka can create her own angles and does so there. Just not deep enough from Svitolina. If she's going to do that, go straight back at Sabalenka, as you mentioned in the opening game, Kate. It has to be on her bootlaces, and that wasn't.
It really does. And at the moment, Sabalenka's not moving. She's just staying in the one position and firing off both sides.
Svitolina into the net here, and this game's gone quickly for 3 set points for Aryna Sabalenka. At 2-5, Svitolina
come about quickly.
Well, a couple of mistakes from Svitolina and a little bit passive on the ground strokes, certainly more passive than she's been in most of the games during this set here. So set points for Sabalenka. Quick spins of the racket. She's well inside the baseline here, and she'll skip further in as she waits for this second serve from Svitolina, which had a bit more on it, but Sabalenka able to deal with it, hammers a couple of ground strokes here, and then third one, the forehand, finds the net. She just lost her footing a little bit as she played that. So Svitolina hanging in, gets this to 15-40.
Well, she just had to... Well, she had to get down low to get that last forehand, Sabalenka. She's a little angry with herself, but it was a terrific deep shot from Svitolina. Still fighting.
Svitolina then still facing set points against. Serves miles wide into the doubles alley. Sabalenka doesn't go quite as advanced to receive this second serve. Runs around this with a good forehand deep. Svitolina returns the favour. Goes heavily into the net cord. It's a dead net cord and it dribbles over on Sabalenka's side. And the apology follows, and I'm sure Elena's super sorry about it.
Oh, yes, absolutely. No, you'll take that. Sometimes you just need a little bit of luck to have things turn around for you. I'm not sure it'll be enough for Svitolina tonight, but... well, that's 2 break points saved.
30-40, still set point for Sabalenka. Big backhand from her. Svitolina going low to play her own, and then rocking back very low over the net from both women, straight down the middle of the court. Hammered by Sabalenka, repelled by Svitolina, but Sabalenka finds the angle, finds the answer, finds the backhand, and seals the opening sets. 6 games to 2.
Oh, that was one hell of a way to finish that first set. Sabalenka just so dominant from the get-go. And that big backhand, she has been on song tonight. We're going to have a break?
Yes, well, let's have a break. Matt, Isaac, if you're listening, can we have a break? I've lost my buttons down here. I don't know where that screen's gone. Let's take a short break and we'll have the second set of this terrific women's semi-final for you coming up for you next.
Kids making a racket? Nothing hits like Hot Shots Tennis. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
If you're looking to reclaim your game, try Cardio Tennis, presented by Chemist Warehouse. This high-energy group class is where fitness meets fun. No competition, just genuine connection. Set to great music, you'll mix tennis drills with constant movement for a workout that never feels like work. And no need to be a pro, qualified coaches tailor the session for everybody at every level, whether you're new to tennis or coming back to the court. An hour of cardio tennis is guaranteed to smash stress, lift your mood, and leave you feeling motivated and confident. Reclaim your game with Cardio Tennis, presented by Chemist Warehouse. Book now at tennis.com.au.
Downtime hits different with Tennis Court Hire. Whether it's a friend you want to see, a bit of time for me, or just finding an hour free, whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
Player features, exclusive interviews, game insights, and much more. That's Australian Tennis Magazine. And this AO, Australia's only tennis publication, turns 50. Join us in celebrating our special milestone by picking up a copy or subscribing at tennismag.com.au.
Message our commentators. Go to ausopen.com/AO Radio and click on Ask the Booth.
You're listening to AO Radio.
And we're back in the second set. It is a double fault for Sabalenka in point number 2. It is 15-all opening game here. Sabalenka winning the first 6 games to 2. Commentary change. Hello, Candy.
Hello, Peter Mercato.
And this one following probably a pattern that's many would have predicted.
Yeah. I think Sabalenka's got so much power.
The serve here flicks the tape. We'll do it again.
She just blows opponents off the court, doesn't she? We saw that against Iva Jovic. Too much power for the 18-year-old. So far, too much power for Elena Svitolina.
So 45 minutes on the Rolex clock. Svitolina waits for this ball from Sabalenka. Sabalenka serves out wide, full stretch. Svitolina can't do much with that. And it is 30-15.
Looking very colourful. Arena Sabalenka, very, very businesslike today. Frustrated at times.
Well, looking at the numbers, 67% first serves into play, 65% first serve point 1. Second serve points 1, 70% the serve into the nets from Sabalenka. Second serve. And we'll wait for this one to come in. The serve. Onto the backhand, it's in the middle of the court. Actually, it's got plenty of pace on it. Got past Sabalenka in the end. It's almost, she only had to make 3 or 4 steps, but they're coming in so quickly she couldn't get there. 30-all.
Well, this was Svitolina versus Coco Gauff. Every time it went high to a backhand, she said, thank you very much. Rips a backhand up the line. Brilliant from the Ukrainian.
As I'll let everyone watching on YouTube. As the serve here onto the forehand of Svitolina, cross-court. Cross-court forehand, Sabalenka, too big. Bit of frustration here for Arena. Because a break point here for Elena Svitolina.
It wears her heart on her sleeve, doesn't she? The world #1, but gets rid of those negative emotions very, very quickly. And we're seeing a cricket great in the crowds.
2, actually. Ricky Ponting is a famous cricketer, Australian cricketer. Linda Clark, women cricketer, beside him. The serve here out wide, missing. Full house on Rod Laver Arena tonight.
Bingo. Full house.
Wait, that's a different game. Second serve, isn't it?
Still fun there.
One of the back end. It's gone big there from Sabalenka. She gives a thumbs up sarcastically to her team. Ooh. Meanwhile, Svitolina just jogging towards the chair. A break of serve, opening game, second set.
Well, Svitolina saw a major mental collapse on the court against her last time out. Coco Gauff just dissolved into a flurry of panic and worry. And Sabalenka just losing her stuff there after missing the backhand long. Svitolina completely positive, even though she's lost the first set. Sabalenka, meantime, very, very negative and very sarcastic. Her team trying not to look at her, but gives them a big thumbs up and looking at her head, pointing at her head. She's not happy.
She's not happy, but we know she can get it back pretty quickly. 2 of 5 breakpoint conversions for Sabalenka. First break of serve opportunity that Svitolina has taken as she serves now onto the forehand of Sabalenka. Short ball back in the middle of the court with a heavy backhand, and Sabalenka just floats the forehand wide. Was nowhere in position to play it. It's 15-love.
I don't know what you feel, Makato, but Svitolina to me looks lean and mean right now. She is in the best shape of her life.
I agree with that. And a bit on the line for her tonight. The serve goes into the nets. The semi-finals that she's made, she hasn't been able to take that step.
Never won. Yep.
Could be it tonight. Let's see. As the second serve, Sabalenka hits a point up the middle of the court, takes the net, allows Svitolina to lean into a cross-court forehand. At the baseline, she hits one up the line, backing up that line from Sabalenka. Squash shot point, Svitolina just gets over. A squash shot forehand, more a slice forehand from Sabalenka. She's going for it again. She wasn't there at all. Svitolina, this is a good period of the match for her. It's 30-love.
Yeah, this is a really good period. Just changing things up, changing the heights and the spins, lots of slice. Sabalenka has worked on that part of the game. It's much better than it used to be. Great defense from Svitolina. She wins another point. The crowd are getting behind her.
But she's just a step too slow with that ball. The heaviness coming from Svitolina at the moment, causing problems. Svitolina down the tee, backhand from Sabalenka near the service line. Big cross-court backhand now from Sabalenka. Big up the line from Svitolina, and Sabalenka goes long. It's 40-love.
Yeah, she's really got the bit behind her teeth, and the fans here at Rod Laver Arena really like Elena Svitolina. She's being told to quieten down a little bit, but that is Arena Sabalenka just getting really amped up.
Someone called out as Svitolina was about to deliver that ball.
Bingo.
7 points to 2. The serve onto the backhand, cross court from Sabalenka. Up the line goes Svitolina, takes it, it falls in. It falls in. It is 2-love Svitolina in this semi-final on AO Radio.
We love a momentum change, don't we? In tennis, it happens all the time. As Iva Jovic said, tennis is a moment of tiny moments, and we've had a few tiny moments here. Svitolina now in the ascendancy in set 2.
8 points to 2 to start off set number 2. 50 minutes on the Rolex. Sabalenka under pressure, serving from the far end from our commentary position. The serve onto the forehand of Svitolina, heavy up the middle of the court, and that's just dug out nicely. More a reflex than anything else from Sabalenka. The redirection good, 15-love.
A little shake of the head from Svitolina. She hit a great return, but almost the better you play against Sabalenka, the better it comes back.
So, 15-love. We'll get to some of your messages as we go as well. The serve, out wide, missing. Second serve coming in. Svitolina near the baseline to receive this ball from Sabalenka. And Sabalenka will prepare and go onto the backhand. It's middle of the court. Cross-court point from Sabalenka's goods. Stepped inside the baseline, put it away. It's 30-love.
The reason that was so good is because the serve was kicking, but it was into the Svitolina body. It handcuffed the Ukrainian, who could hardly get out of the way. She made a good job of getting the ball back, but it had nothing on it. Spanked away by Sabalenka. Can we say spanked?
We can, in this context. The serve from Sabalenka put up high by Svitolina in the middle of the court. Cross-court forehand put away by Sabalenka. It goes to 40-love.
Well, that was another spanking, 14. If we can say it. A couple of spanky forehands
I think
in this context.
A little bit of frustration that despite the scoreline where it's sitting at the moment, crowd a little rowdy tonight. Keep it nice, folks. As a serve here down the tee, picked up by Svitolina at the middle of the court. Point at the line from Sabalenka. Cross-court backhand, good angle from Svitolina coming forward, playing the forehand volley into the open court, but missing. It goes long, set up the point beautifully, but it's 2-1 Svitolina with a break in the second set in this semi-final. Sabalenka the first 6-2 on AO Radio.
Well, that was a great game for Sabalenka to win. Svitolina set up that last point beautifully. She recognises when's the right time to go forward. She went time at the right forward. She just overplayed the volley. And that's a shame, but Sabalenka slightly let off the hook. We got a message from Tara. Hi, both. I think this was for Kate and Stevo, who were in the commentary booth before us. Thank you again for the wonderful coverage over the past 2 weeks. Always brightens up my mornings during a drizzly time here in Wales. My competition entry is a 26 women's final. We've been planning our honeymoon for months. I hadn't realised we'd book our flights for when the ladies are due to begin. I think we could see Rybakina take down Sabalenka in an epic, and I can't believe I'm missing it. So she is Gypsy Rose Tara. She is predicting the future, that the 2026 women's final is going to be the best ever.
Okay. Well, we had one in the future. We talked about the past, I suppose.
Well, that's a future one. It's different. She's thinking outside the box.
I like the thinking. I hadn't thought of that contingency.
Jodie McKiss, so we've heard from her. Before she said, I'm here again. I don't understand what's so attractive about Sabalenka bashing the ball as hard as she can every stroke. We might see that a little bit more here.
Svitolina serving from the far end. The first serve into the nets.
Jodie says she much prefers watching players with variety.
Second serve for Svitolina. And this one onto the forehand. Sabalenka cross-court. Forehand to forehand, they go in the juice court. All top spinner. Now at the middle of the court, Svitolina. Cross-court backhands now from both players. A good angle from Sabalenka, and Svitolina trying to go up the line, goes wide, and it's love 15.
Jodie, I'm agreeing with you. I love variety. However, when you play someone who hits the ball as hard as Sabalenka, to have the time to play variety is impossible, because Sabalenka is hitting the ball, remember, harder than the men off the ground. That's the reason she has that tiger tattoo. I think it matches yours.
As to serve here, how'd you see that? Onto the backhand of Sabalenka. Up the line from Svitolina, dug out by Sabalenka near the service line. Svitolina with a cross-court backhand. Sabalenka, a floating ball goes wide. She had to bide her time a little bit there, Svitolina. It's 15 all.
Great patience from the Ukrainian. We can call her a veteran, I suppose. She's been out on tour so long, but just moving Sabalenka side to side. The top seeds, the world number one, is exceptional in movement. She's worked so hard with Jason Stacey, but even she couldn't run that one down.
Service percentages for Svitolina. This is ball onto the forehand of Sabalenka. Dug out the middle of the court from Svitolina. She's on the backhand now, play at the middle of the court. Point up that line from Sabalenka. Now cross court for backhand. Is picked up by Svitolina. No. It's bounced before it gets to her side of the net. That's the extra injection of pace, 15-30.
Yeah, she has got massive power, Sabalenka. If you don't get her running, if you get her off balance, you're okay. But if she's just standing there hitting balls, it's good night, sister.
First serve percentage in 56% for Svitolina, winning 56% first ball, 50% second serve. Svitolina serves onto the forehand of Sabalenka. That's ripped up the line. Full stretch is Svitolina. That forehand up the line is wide. And break back points for Sabalenka at 15-40.
It's only a matter of time for Sabalenka. Lost the 2 games to start this set. Got a little bit antsy, but she's managed to channel that anger into the right way. And anything short, she's absolutely crushing, just like she did against Iva Jovic.
So the preparation now at 15-40. Svitolina delivers this ball down the tee and misses the ace.
Svitolina's just received some words of encouragement from husband Gail and coach Andy.
Second serve. Onto the forehand of Sabalenka cross court. Forehand to forehand they go. And now Svitolina takes one up the middle of the court. Cross-court backhand. It opens up for Sabalenka. The roar says it all. It's 2 games all now in the second set.
I love it when she takes one up the middle.
2 games off.
And well, it's just set up beautifully. And that is the pace of shot that is coming back. And Svitolina, we've seen that she can actually put some pace on herself. But when she gets that opportunity, Sabalenka, what are you doing? Makes no mistake.
Yeah, she's so good. Team looking a lot happier, a lot more relaxed. Georgios, the boyfriend of Sabalenka, was on his feet after that one.
Serve down the tee, misses. I'll let everyone watching on YouTube. Hope you're enjoying the antics in the commentary booth tonight. We're with you all the way through now. All the finals on this court we will have, except the juniors. Ball into the net from Svitolina. Not sure what that
15.
was.
I love
15
Sabalenka's shoes, don't you? A little glitz and glamour. She's got some silver piping on there. She's got her major stars on this a couple of times, the US Open as well. Loves the hard court major, doesn't she?
What is it, pink, the laces?
Pink, very pink laces.
Well, yeah, there was a colour called Very Pink. That's a great serve, a very good serve from Sabalenka. Unreturnable. It's 30 love.
I think they're Pepto-Bismol pink. They don't quite match the pink, though, of the outfit, do they? The outfit is a little bit more ready pink.
You know how I play this. I remove myself from any fashion chat.
Yes.
As a serve here, onto the backhand, hooked up the line by Svitolina. Cross-court backhand from Sabalenka, and up the line again. Svitolina can't handle it. It's into the net. It's 40 love.
I've had many funny moments in the commentary booth in the last 2 weeks. My favourite, though, is discussing fashion with the great Alan Stone, Australia's national treasure. Getting him to describe an outfit is just gold. Absolute gold. Comedy gold, you could say.
Yes. As the serve. Out wide, missing from Sabalenka. 40 love, 2-all. Keep those competition. And talk about anything else you like too. It just seems to be all competitions up, which we're more than happy to have, but you can talk about other things too. Second serve. Onto the backhand. Cross court, Svitolina goes long. A normal service resumed for Arena Sabalenka. It is 3-2 in the second set. She took the first 6 games to 2.
3 games to 2.
In this first semi-final, it is Pegula and Rybakina coming up next here on AO Radio.
Can't wait. It's going to be a good one. And Sabalenka sitting down, much more relaxed. I don't know quite what happened in those first 2 games. She was really, really upset despite winning the first set. Right, Scotty Russell. He's on the road back from Tassie to his home in Keperra, Brisbane. Is that how you should say it? K-E-P-E-R-R-A, Keperra?
Yep.
Keperra?
Yeah, I'm not sure, actually.
The radio keeps me such great company. 2020, John Millman versus Roger Federer. John lost in that heartbreaking tiebreaker after he was up, I think, 8-4, could be mistaken.
Yeah, I think you're right.
I wish I could go back and be with my brother Bradley, who was in John's box, supporting him for that game. Many games on back's courts. Brad used to cheer John with everything he had to try and just give anything he could help him get over the line. That night my brother wasn't 100%, so he couldn't cheer as much. I wish I could have been there to cheer as well. Who knows, maybe John might have won that tiebreaker. That's a lovely message.
That's lovely. Well, that's definitely going in our entry list, as are all the others, by the way.
This is from Claudia Hampson. I love your broadcast. You're both my favourite commentators. I tuned out for a minute. What is happening with Sabalenka? Why is her attitude so bad now? Well, don't worry, Claudia, if you're a Sabalenka fan, it's back to normal.
And a cross-court forehand is heavy too. Sabalenka in the middle of the court, drop shot, could do what she likes. Svitolina stranded behind the baseline, and it is love 15. I assume Claudia's put that in while we were on.
Well,
to identify the favourite commentators being us.
We'll add Kate and Steve Owen.
We will.
Because we love Kate and Steve.
That's the unit. We'll have Jill for the next match coming up. Jilly Beans in the house as the serve here. Svitolina onto the forehand of Sabalenka. That goes long the return.
Your probe is smooth and creamy like a chocolate.
15.
The chocolate is delicious.
I have to say, I love that first point of this game where Sabalenka threw in the drop shot. She's just added so many elements. She's not just a plan A player. She's a plan B, C, D, all the way down the alphabet, which Steve is still learning.
As we've got a cross-court forehand, Svitolina, and nice from Sabalenka as well. This one goes up the line from Svitolina. That was a bit higher for her to hit. Round shoulder height, maybe a bit below, but lean into it up the line and got the result. It's 30-15.
We saw a lot of that against Coco Gauff. We were expecting Coco Gauff to be firing bullets against Svitolina, but in fact it was the other way. Svitolina's just pounded one at 136 Ks on the forehand.
As we wait now for the serve. Out wide, missing. Second serve. And this one, onto the backhand of Sabalenka, rip cross court, and that's a deep ball from Svitolina, who can step into a cross court forehand. Cross court forehand from Sabalenka. Svitolina goes up the line. Cross court backhand, good angle from Sabalenka. Svitolina goes deep, too deep with her backhand reply at the middle of the court, and it is 30 all.
30. Sabalenka is playing ravishing tennis right now. Anton Dubrov, long-term coach, standing up, cheering her on because she's getting so close to the finish line. She is playing the better tennis. She is the better tennis player. She's also got very strong shoulders.
As the serve, out wide, misses.
I reckon she could carry you.
Oh, really? A big tournament for me, food-wise. As the second serve, onto the backhand of Sabalenka. Cross court backhand from Svitolina. Slice, backhand Sabalenka, cross court. Slice up the line. Bit of side spin from Svitolina, and that did well because the cross forehand reply from Sabalenka went wide, and she just looks and said, why did I not read that? I could see it, 40-30.
Svitolina doing really well. We talked about variety earlier, and that's what she needs to do. It's easier said than done to get the time, but just carved a little bit on the inside of the ball on that slice. It was moving away from Sabalenka.
As the serve comes in, Svitolina onto the backhand of Sabalenka. Backhand to backhand they go. In the ad courts. A bit more depth from Svitolina. Up the line goes Sabalenka. Cross court forehand from Svitolina. Sabalenka is there. Forehand to forehand in the juice court now. Hammering the ball. Both players up the middle of the court from Svitolina. She goes back there again. Sabalenka digs it out. Forehand. She's miscued this time, Svitolina. It was a cross court forehand. It went wide and we're at juice. She has a little smile to herself as well.
They are absolutely tearing this ball apart. Svitolina has just come towards our commentary booth. She does not want to get into rallies like this where it's hit the ball harder and harder and harder because it's only going to be one winner. That ball must be just trying to hide, trying to surrender. It's in such pain.
The serve here from Svitolina into the net.
She just totally collapsed on that left side. You just worry if she's got anything left in her.
Second serve. Takes the net, flies long. It's a double fault.
And that was because of the previous point, because it was just so wearing. That's Sabalenka's favourite style to play. She said, hit the ball harder. I can stay here and do that all day long. Svitolina has to be more disciplined, has to play her way, not Sabalenka's way.
As break point arrives, Svitolina serves. Cross-court backhand from Sabalenka deep in the ad court. Gets a short reply, goes backhand up the line. And it is all Sabalenka now. 4-2 in the second set. I should point out though, Candy, that Svitolina spent less time on court than Sabalenka. 7 hours 25 minutes for Sabalenka. Svitolina 6 hours and 19 minutes.
It's quick. Yeah, she was so good against Coco Gauff, who was pretty awful for her standards. I don't want to criticise Coco because she's an incredible player, but she was very, very disconsolate, isn't she, after that match. Coco Gauff, one of the worst defeats of her career. She didn't compete. That was the worst thing about it. She didn't compete.
As the serve comes in, out wide, cross-court forehand, Svitolina, up the middle of the court, Sabalenka slice backhand, Svitolina up the middle of the court. That's low. The forehand, off forehand into the net from Sabalenka. Love 15.
That's what you have to do, Elena. If you want to make this match longer, got to throw in those slices. It may be sort of against the way you normally play, but that's what you've got to do against Sabalenka. You've got to go to another plan and maybe play outside your comfort zone. Just how long can you do that for? Do you play outside your comfort zone?
Oh, most days. As the serve here, had a necessity on the forehand of Svitolina. Cross-court forehands from both players. Up the line from Svitolina wide. Sabalenka, I should say, wide.
I just burst my eardrum.
Terribly sorry about that. Love 30. Had she have made it,
yeah,
she would have burst your eardrum. The roar.
Burst a few eardrums. She's Maria Sharapova level. Once the English papers at Wimbledon said that she was louder than a Boeing 747 landing, Maria Sharapova. When she played tennis. I think that was when she was playing tennis.
Love 30. The serve here onto the forehand of Svitolina, and that return is long. It's long, and it's 15:30.
Do you think Sabalenka does everything loudly? Do you think, when she's home, when she's running a bath?
Wouldn't have thought so.
Everything's loud.
Wouldn't have thought so. It's on the court.
When she's knocking on the door of someone's house.
Oh, unless her words are "let me in," I'm not sure. 15:30 here for Sabalenka.
Let me go.
As the serve out wide. Cross-court backhand from Svitolina. Now scurrying to play a forehand. She's on the run, and that forehand goes long. And it is 30 all.
30. If she loses this game, it's so long. Farewell.
You think? 5-2?
I think so.
No coming back from here?
I think so, because once you get these top players, once they get a lead, they just get better. They become more free. You look at with Jannik Sinner, same thing. If Ben Shelton had won that first set, everything changes.
There's the serve coming in here. Sabalenka going out wide and missing.
I wonder what Aryna Sabalenka's singing voice is like.
Oh.
I think she likes a bit of rock.
So, second serve. Onto the backhand, up the line. That was begging to be hit and was by Svitolina. And it's a break point here, 30-40.
She hits that shot so well, Svitolina. A double-handed backhand up around head height because, of course, the kick serve from Sabalenka was really lifting. But Svitolina, unlike so many, finds that shot so easy. And if you play tennis, you know this shot is so difficult to generate any power from, but her timing is pinpoint perfect. Shupoi. That's my New Jersey accent.
Oh, thank you for that. Sounded good. As we have take two on the ball toss. Sabalenka. Svitolina about half a metre from the baseline. We'll wait for this ball. Block it back up the middle of the court. Cross-court forehand Sabalenka. Cross-court forehand Svitolina. Point the line by Sabalenka. That's the clean winner she was looking for. And she gets it. It's juice.
That was very serene of you, thank you, not bursting my eardrum. That was a much better forehand up the line. Sabalenka corrects her previous mistake, comes around the outside of the ball a little bit more. Lands a first serve. Svitolina did well to just chop it back on the forehand side. It led her a little exposed, though. Went out cross-court forehand, too short, and Sabalenka says, thank you very much. Merci beaucoup.
Wait now for the serve to come in. Prepares again. Serve. Onto the forehand of Svitolina into the nets. The return. And Sabalenka with game point for 5-2.
Sabalenka. We've seen a really close-up shot of the wedding ring of Elena Svitolina, rumoured to be
expensive.
About $750,000 US.
I don't know. Would you be running that, risking it at a tennis match?
Living in London? No.
Well, no, just here in the match, I suppose.
Probably doesn't come off, though, does it?
Oh, that's true. The serve out wide. Cross-court backhand. Svitolina's missed that. And Sabalenka will serve. Won't serve for the match, or receive for the match. 5-2 in this second set. She took the first 6 games to 2 and flying along nicely.
Won 5 games in a row. Sabalenka from love to down. We've had a message from Tracy in the Republic of Macedonia. I'm listening to you every day from as soon as I get up. Tracy says, which is late afternoon in Melbourne until the close of play. Hopefully it's not late in the day in the Republic of Macedonia, but you could be a shift worker, meaning that I miss the entire day programme, but it's less tiring to follow half a day rather than the whole day, as in my case with the French and Wimbledon. Regarding the competition, the match at the Australian Open, I would have liked to have watched once again is the 85 quarter-final between John McEnroe and the greatest Yugoslav male tennis player of all time, my brother's favourite, Slobodan Zivavunovic. Probably said that wrong, but that's how I used to say it. Slobodan Zivavunovic. A career high of number 19 in singles and world number 1 in doubles. He was an excellent player. The second seed, Johnny Mack, was of course the hot favourite to progress. However, then the number 66 player on the rise thought otherwise. McEnroe led twice, 1-0, 2-1, but Slobodan didn't give in. And it's a whole thing, but this is very exciting. So that is the match that Tracy would have liked to watch.
Thank you for that. We'll get into more emails as we go along, but Svitolina serving to stay in the match. Cross-court forehand from Sabalenka. Takes the tape and flies wide.
15.
And it is 15 love.
Essentially says Zivavunovic, Slobodan, let's just call him that, won in the 5th to love.
It's Australian Open, would have been at Kooyong.
1985 quarter-final.
Okay, the serve here. Out wide, backhand picked up by Sabalenka. Back up the line from Svitolina is Goods. And it's 30 love. And very, very least, Elena can make Arena serve this one out.
Elena and Arena.
No, the names are...
It's tricky. 12
Sabalenka,
winners.
Svitolina.
12 winners for Svitolina. Half of that from Sabalenka.
Serve down the tee is missing from Svitolina.
She is a world-class player, Svitolina, but the problem is Arena Sabalenka is world-class +2.
Second serve. Big back out the line from Sabalenka, now scurrying in the ad court to play a slice backhand. Coming forward, hitting an awkward backhand volley is Svitolina, and it just had some nice side spin. And Sabalenka wanted to go cross-court with the forehand, put it into the net. It's 40 love.
Andy Battles is saying, come on, Elena. Make this match last a little bit longer. Brilliant pick-up, though. Elena again coming forward, recognising her partner, her opponent was in trouble. Sabalenka could have gone down the line. Svitolina was moving cross-court, didn't have to play a volley.
The serve here. Svitolina down the tee, takes the net, falls in.
First serve.
Louise in the chair tonight? It is, isn't it? Louise Azamar Engel.
Louise Azamar Engel from Sweden.
So the serve now. Another serve for Svitolina. The serve into the nets. Views of the crowd.
I think they thought it was a double fault. I forgot about the first one.
Third serve. As Sabalenka waits on the baseline and doesn't have to hit it. Now the U's and R's. It's a double fault. 40-15, her third for the match.
Not the worst time in the world. 2 aces as well. You get a double fault at 40 love. Jodie thinks that against Sabalenka is to get her on the move. Svitolina, she says, has hit too many balls straight back. That's a recipe to get crushed.
Another one into the net. More U's and R's.
It's just the time, Jodie. Honestly, it's so difficult to open up the court and the ball's fizzing at you so fast.
Second serve. Onto the forehand of Sabalenka up the middle of the court. Fight in the middle of the court from Svitolina. Will go again with a forehand and too big. Sort of down on her haunches a bit there, Svitolina. It's with the pace. It's 40-30.
It was big. Not enough spin. You can hit the ball hard, but you've got to really brush up the back. Getting a little more complicated now.
Svitolina, the serve onto the backhand of Sabalenka. It's sharp, but it's beyond the baseline. And Svitolina fights on. Sabalenka, though, 5-3 now in the second set here on AO Radio tonight.
That was out by a Peter Mercato nose hair.
Sabalenka leads 5 games.
You know about that too.
So quite far away. No ones are good ones. Velcro, just rip it off.
Oh, that's horrible.
What player do you guys think has the best shot to win their first Grand Slam title? Thanks for keeping us night shift workers entertained the last few weeks. We all appreciate the hard work you all do. I'm not sure it's hard work.
Thank you, Jack. Was it Jack?
It's a lot of fun.
Yes. You didn't say who it was. Is it Jack?
It's Jack from Arizona. I was coming to that. Arizona, USA. Is he at University
So what's the
of
question?
Arizona?
The best shot to win their first Grand Slam
first.
title? Well, may not be. Well, Arena Sabalenka's been here and done that, so we can cross Svitolina off the list, maybe.
Rybakina's already won 2.
Serve out wide, missing from Sabalenka.
I think the answer has to be Pegula, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, at the moment. Well, hey, this match is not yet done.
Not over.
So there is a shake of hands, or not in this case.
Oh, yeah.
The serve onto the backhand. Off backhand, Svitolina goes long.
There will not be a shake of hands.
No, there won't. And if you are listening in the stadium, please don't boo. This has been something that's been a thing for a while now.
Yeah.
It's not bad sportsmanship. It's none of that sort of stuff. There are other reasons behind it. So please, crowd, do not boo.
And you know what reasons are behind it by now. It's been going on for a while.
There's the serve here for Sabalenka. Takes the nets, falls back on her side. Second serve.
And this is more, isn't it, than just a match for Elena Svitolina.
Serve on the backhand, Svitolina, and that goes along the return. And it is 30 love, 2 points away from another appearance here in the final.
Oh, Jodie's come back again. Actually, Saba can lose to folks who hit the ball hard. Keys is a prime example of this. She hit the ball hard, isn't afraid to go toe-to-toe for Arena. Absolutely true last year. Keys played out of her mind.
As we wait for the serve. Down the tee, blocked back by Svitolina. Point up the line from Sabalenka. High ball from Svitolina. This lands near the baseline. Sabalenka is there. A moon ball forehand. Put too much on it. It went long. It's 30-15.
Again, it just shows that if the ball isn't coming fast and isn't quite in the strike zone, Aryna Sabalenka is a bit flappable. And that one, she just played up high, moon ball like a junior, and missed it by quite a bit. Just watching Elena Rybakina and Jessie Pegula get ready for this match. The next one.
Sabalenka serves, block back, no. Svitolina gets a racket to her, can't do anything with that. And Aryna Sabalenka has 2 match points.
That is bonkers pace, isn't it? 181 kilometers an hour.
Thank you.
Prepares now, does Aryna Sabalenka. Match point. And the serve. Out wide, forehand cross-court, Svitolina up the line from Sabalenka, block back Svitolina, it's a short ball, Sabalenka, cross-court forehand winner. And yet again, Aryna Sabalenka is through to the Australian Open final. Her magic run in Melbourne continues. And she is setting herself to claim a 3rd title here on Rod Laver Arena in a few nights' time. 6-2, 6-3 over Elena Svitolina. And that was a masterful performance. 1 hour and 16 minutes on the clock, getting the job done. So we have our first finalist, and it is Aryna Sabalenka.
She is just exceptional, isn't she? The smile is back. It wasn't there for the first 2 games of set 2 as Elena Svitolina quickly walks off. Very, very disappointed, but in truth, she was the 2nd best player on court. She really didn't have a chance. She was waiting for Sabalenka's level to drop. It did just briefly there at the beginning of set 2, but Svitolina couldn't sustain it because Sabalenka brought her level back up to where it has been, getting better and better. She started this tournament a little slowly. That 6-6 against Potapova was a bit rough and tough, but she's been getting better and better and looks like a twice Australian Open champ.
Yep, and a finalist to boot in all of that as well. 2023 defeated Rybakina. Zheng in 2024, runner-up last year to Madison Keys. And we'll have another shot at the title on Saturday evening Melbourne time. Standalone night session too. The doubles being played in the afternoon. A bit of a change to the schedule. But we'll have it all for you here on AO Radio. The watch goes on the wrist. And a discussion between the 2 players. Well, one player, one former player. Elena Dokic is standing by on court to interview Aryna Sabalenka.
Aryna, congratulations. You are through to your 4th consecutive Australian Open final. And you've done it without losing a set. That's a pretty good night, wouldn't you say?
I cannot believe that, honestly, and yeah, that's incredible achievement, but the job not done yet, and super happy with the win. She's such a tough opponent, was playing really incredible tennis throughout the whole week, and yeah, just super happy to be through this tough match.
She's played great tennis. She's back in the top 10 as well. She beat 2 top 10 opponents on the way to the semi-finals, but it looked like you really wanted to be aggressive tonight. It's always how you play, but you really were right on top of the baseline. Was that the plan?
I mean, I've been watching her game. She was playing incredible against Mira, against Coco, overall throughout the tournament, and I felt like I have to step in and put as much pressure as I could back on her, and I'm glad that the level was there today. I played great tennis, and yeah, happy to get this win in straight sets.
You have 4 Grand Slam titles to your name, your 75th week as world #1 this week. I mentioned the 4 consecutive finals here. You are only the 2nd woman ever to do it here in Melbourne Park. Martina Hingis was the other one, and that was almost 30 years ago. So what I want to ask you is, your 10-year-old self, if she was looking at you right now, what would she be thinking and saying? How proud would she be of you right now?
Oh, I don't know. I'm sensitive right now. I think she would be just super proud that, yeah, I was able to make it here. At just, you know, back I would never think that I would be able to, first of all, make it to the top 10, and secondly, to be that consistent and be able to play on such a big arenas in front of you all and feel all the support. It's just a dream life, and every day I'm grateful for everything I have. And I mean, I don't know. I hope she would be proud of me.
I think she would be extremely proud of you, and so would a lot of other people that are close to you. A little bit lighter now. Just let's let it go. One last one. Recovery now. You've got 2 days. I know you said recently you really like to... 2 days? Yes. You should know when the final is. It's your 4th one. It's Saturday, right?
So it's 1 day.
48 hours.
Okay.
2 days, yeah. I'm glad we cleared that up. I got confused for a second. I know you love to just really decompress after matches, and you said you like to watch some movies on your iPad, but also go out for dinner. So what does your recovery and that day off tomorrow, what does that look like?
Well, since I'm on the season 2 of Homeland, I guess that's the plan for me and my boyfriend to finish at least the season 2, because it's been forever since we started watching that and we're only on season 2. So I guess it's Netflix, I mean, first of all, a little bit of a heat, and then Netflix, and then maybe dinner with the team, and then I'm ready to go.
Well, enjoy that. We're ready to watch you on Saturday. Well done, Arina Sabalenka, through another Australian Open final.
Yep, sure is. And that will be Saturday evening. I'm glad we cleared all that up. 2 nights from now. And it will be, well, even just looking at, and I know Rybakina has won a major, majors. But you've got to say she goes in as a favourite on Saturday night.
100%.
Have to.
Sabalenka is the world #1. And it is fair enough, isn't it? Over 70 weeks in that space, 4 major titles. She is the best player in the world. She will go in, whoever she plays, as the favourite.
Absolutely. I think that the confidence that she has, I mean, obviously not going to have it all her own way, but just understands the situation, understands what she needs to do.
And if she's playing her best, she does get it all her own way. The exception to that is when she plays Elena Rybakina. Right, they went head-to-head the WTA Tour finale in Riyadh at the end of last year. Because Rybakina game is massive serve and huge flat off the ground, she doesn't mind the Sabalenka way. For everyone else, Rybakina and Sabalenka are a big, big problem.
Yeah, so, well, Elena was probably going to ask whether who would you like to play in the final in a couple of nights' time.
I can guarantee you she'd like to play Jessica Pegula.
Absolutely.
Guaranteed.
But, we saw that with Madison Keys. Obviously, we think, oh, no, this is going to be Sabalenka. But look what happened. You take it up to her tactically. Things just tended to work that way.
And if Sabalenka is, her baseline, let's say, is better than anybody else's, her high point is as high as Rybakina, and they right now are the best on the WTA Tour, in my opinion. But if Sabalenka comes down to 70%, if she's not fully healthy, she may wake up with a tummy problem or her arms slightly sore. That's when everything changes, and that's all the extra parts of tennis that we just don't know.
Favoritism gets you a long way, but doesn't get you the win.
Correct. Her power, almost 9 out of 10 times she will get the win, but that one time.
Yep,
You're saying there's a chance.
Very, very profound from you. So she's through, 6-2, 6-3. And the numbers pretty good overall. 29 winners, 15 unforced errors, 2/3 of first serves into play, winning just over that on the first ball, 67% on the second ball as well. So she will await the winner of our next match, which will be Jessica Pegula and Elena Rybakina. But before that, let's roll through some messages while we got the chance, and we'll take a break and we'll get ready for match number 2.
This is for Daphne. Thanks for your commentary the last couple of weeks. Glad to have a morning off to listen. Competition, I'd like to be transported back to the 2000 Australian Open when Roger Federer beat Michael Chang in his debut at the Open and his first Grand Slam match win of many. Chang is now coaching Lena Tien, of course. The reason I'd like to do this is when Mum first saw Federer play, she told me to keep watching him as he was something special. Your mum was right. Mum played tennis for Somerset in the 1930s and in her adult life most days until she was well into her 70s. Parkinson's disease got the better of her. If you had the budget for a second ticket, I'd love to watch the game with her. Oh, I think that's lovely. She'd be on the edge of her seat, rubbing her hands together as the tension mounts. Sadly, she died in 2011. We can't go back to watch Federer, but the thought has cheered me this week. Thank you. That's lovely, and she's got another idea. But my film doubles, Newcomer Roach's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance.
Oh, that was last week.
Thanks again. Love the humour, commentary and banter from the AO team. There's none of that, is there?
No, we don't do banter. We don't do banter.
This is from Tracy. Sorry for my long intro, which precluded you from reading the last part of my message, which was the most interesting. Please try to get it.
Oh, look, we will, but just please
can.
bear in mind, if we're in the middle of a match, sending an essay makes
Tracy,
it really difficult for us to read long emails. So.
Tracy is from Republic of Macedonia.
Yes,
I think
we've
got
heard that
some
bit.
time.
Keep going quickly.
So it was the 5 sets that Slobodan won to love. That's the match I would have liked to have seen live or on a replay once again, if not front row, then at least on AO's social media, because it was a match that locked me into tennis forever. And a reminder, that was the John McEnroe Slobodan Zivojevic match at the Australian Open.
All right.
Okay, we've got a couple more to just go back from Tracy finishing off her email. This message is from Kathy. Oh, I really want Madame Monfils to win this. Great commentary. She didn't, sorry. I have a question. There's a lot of stuff on Facebook, which may be all rubbish, but it's about top players wearing Whoop bands watches while playing. Do they? Do they provide info? Not help? Would love to hear your views. I actually spoke to the data analyst for Arena Sabalenka. His name is Shane Leonard, Sri Lankan, Australian, and he gets an awful lot of information from the Whoop, and Whoop sponsor the WTA. A lot of the players are wearing wearables because they give the coaching teams a lot of information. Players like it, but at the majors, they are not allowed to wear them. There's an argument about who owns the data, but on the WTA and ATP Tour, the players are allowed to wear wearables, and they help with the fact they're moving, how much they're moving, what kind of heart rate, etc.
I think there'll be a common ground at that.
I agree.
Eventually they'll find it, but just with all new technology, new things coming in, it's that kind of thing of we just put it in and let's see how right we've got to now we can work it out.
There's so many little details, aren't there? Everything brings up a minefield really, and you have to get the lawyers on. It gets very expensive and it takes a long time, but I suspect it'll all be ironed out soon and all the players will be allowed to wear wearables. That would be my opinion. Morning from a rainy Middleton. This is from Ornia. She's given us a pronunciation. Thank you, Ornia. Morning from a rainy Middleton in Ireland. As it's women's semi-final day, my plan is to watch the 2 semi-finals, then start Bridgerton with a large bar of chocolate, a cup of tea, and a fire going strong. When Pete and I invited, it's like Taylor Swift's wedding.
Exactly.
I'll have either going to Ireland or Taylor Swift's wedding. Which one are you going to? A match I wish I was in the front row for was Ash Barty versus Danielle Collins. Oh, that was a good match. Australian Open 22 final. Collins came back from being behind. I should say Ash, of course, came back from being behind in the second set to win. The atmosphere must have been electric inside the stadium. Ash, one of my favourite sports stars. She came across so grounded while she played both on and off the court. By the way, it's currently 7 degrees Celsius in Ireland and raining for a 5th day straight.
Oh, there's a shock.
Yes.
5th day straight.
I remember that final because Danielle Collins was a bit subservient, I thought, in the first set. And then she came out with her Danimal instinct, didn't she, at the beginning of the second set? And I think raced into a 5-2 lead.
Yep.
Did I recall it right?
That's right.
And then Barty then came back with a beautiful slice. I think I was in mourning for about a week when Ash Barty announced her retirement. Were you?
I think we all were.
Yeah, very sad. So that's it. That's our messages.
All right, so we'll keep them coming through. Ask the booth on ozopen.com/listen. Find a little paid little box that has AO Radio there, or aoradio@tennis.com.au. We're talking about the competition, talking about anything else you'd like to talk about, including this upcoming match, Jessica Pegula and Elena Rybakina.
Can't wait.
Yes, the players won't be too far away from arriving out on court, I wouldn't imagine, after this first match.
Are you just rolling all your R's?
Well, I don't know why, but it's just a thing.
It's fun.
It's a thing.
As long as you're only rolling your R's and not your cars. Hey!
That's well, we all made Pablo Carreño Busta.
Oh, yes. You have to
he was here, but he wasn't. But my goodness, if he was playing, I don't know if I'd be able to call his match. I might just remove myself
even
from
though
that.
You're the boss, I think we would not allow you to do that.
No, I don't think I'd allow myself. Because it'd be too, like, the point would be done by the time we get his name out.
I would get Arena Sabalenka to carry you off into the sunset. Would you be all right with that?
Where are we going?
New movie.
just carried off into the
It
sunset.
could be like a Thelma and Louise ending.
I could see that being like, we removed him from the commentary box. We didn't like what he was doing.
Just carry you off. Too many rolls of the...
Anyway, we'll see you tomorrow.
Yes.
We'll do this again tomorrow.
Let's do it
shall we?
again. Yeah, we'll do it again tomorrow.
All right, Candy Reid there, and Cain is jumping in for the first set of our next match. Jessica Pegula and Elena Rybakina. A break, and we will have the first ball for you right after this on AO Radio.
Australian Tennis Magazine has been serving up news, features and game insights for 50 years. Pick up your copy of Australia's only tennis publication or subscribe to have every issue delivered at tennismag.com.au and keep up with all things tennis via our social channels.
Kids making a racket at home? Nothing hits like getting outside and on court. With Hot Shots Tennis, kids gain confidence, learn sport skills and make friends. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
Have you got your copy of the AO 2026 official program? Packed with player profiles, feature stories, stats and souvenir pictures. It's the essential guide to the Australian Open and all things tennis. Pick up your copy at the AO shop, in newsagents or at ozopen.com.
Family time hits different with Tennis Court Hire. From less eyes on screens to more time with your teens or smashing fitness routines. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
Player features, exclusive interviews, game insights and much more. That's Australian Tennis Magazine. And this AO, Australia's only tennis publication, turns 50. Join us in celebrating our special milestone by picking up a copy or subscribing at tennismag.com.au.
Message our commentators. Email aoradio@tennis.com.au.
The sound of the Australian Open. This is AO Radio.
Players are walking out onto court for the second of our women's singles semi-finals. Elena Rybakina and Jessica Pegula. They make their way down the Walk of Champions, whose names are illuminated their pictures as well as they walk down. Will be Rybakina leading the way. She gets herself ready. Pegula has to walk the extra couple of metres. They will walk through the tunnel simultaneously. We see Jessica Pegula make her way to the other entrance down the southern end of the courts. Big moments for both of these players.
Please welcome to Rod Laver Arena from the United States of America, Jessica Pegula.
From Kazakhstan, Elena Rybakina.
So both players walking out onto court for the second of these semi-finals. The winner to play Arena Sabalenka on Saturday evening. Well, for Rybakina, she's been there and done that. But for Pegula, what an opportunity this is for her here at Melbourne Park in the Final Four. I'm Peter Mercado. I haven't left. Cain has come back in to join me though.
Hey Pete.
We are ready and raring to go for this one.
Oh, so looking forward to this match. So, I mean, they're contrasting styles of tennis, but evenly matched.
The head-to-head, well, it's three apiece. That makes life very, very interesting. They play the WTA Finals, Rybakina winning in 3 there. Also, Billie Jean King Cup, the opening round of that, Rybakina in straights. And then a bit of a gap. We go back to 2023, the WTA Finals, Pegula winning that one in straight sets. So, Pegula with the early head-to-head, Rybakina with the last 2, including the WTA Finals last year. Players walking out onto court. Alison Hughes will be our chair umpire for this match.
Chloe, she's going to do the coin toss this evening. So after the coin toss, we're going to have a photo just facing the other side. So ladies, same conditions in previous matches, just a few reminders. The shot clocks are in front of you and also on the big boards. Jessica, if I can ask you to use the blue, please, and the white, please. Towel box, white. Do you have any questions, ladies? No? I think she wants to ask you. Mark Edmondson or AO? It is AO. Receive? Stay? Perfect.
So Pegula winning the toss
Turn the other way.
and going to receive. That young hot shotter got some elevation on it. Probably could have got a bit more air.
Not so much toss as it was just a drop.
Just a drop. But that's all right. That's all you need to do. As long as we've got some spinach happening and happened.
Served its purpose.
It did. So the warm-up to get underway here. We won't be far away from a start in this match. What do you reckon, Kate? How do you reckon it's going to play out?
I think we're going 3. I think we're going in the distance tonight. If Rybakina can serve well, she's the ace queen. We know how good she is. That is her strength for sure. And that forehand. Jess will need to keep the ball off the forehand side this evening, give herself a chance early on in points. But if Rybakina's serve is on, then it's going to be really tough for Jess Pegula to break, and she's going to have to clearly do that tonight to win. For Jessica Pegula, though, I mean, she's come through this tournament so easily. She hasn't dropped a set, nor has Rybakina for that matter. But there's some effortless power about her game which is quite mesmerising from the back of the court. But she is a bit like Svitolina in that she's more than a counter-puncher. Yep. And I think she'll be looking to, although if the points go long, that will serve her interests a lot better. But I think she'll be looking to sort of change direction on the points early on and see if she can put pressure on Rybakina. I still don't think Rybakina is the greatest mover on court, and I think that part of a game can be exposed by the game of Jessica Pegula.
The time spent on court, actually, interesting. 6 hours and 41 minutes for Rybakina, 6 hours and 3 minutes for Pegula. So nothing to separate them there either.
I don't think we have to worry about that. Both of them coming into this match in great form and not at all exhausted by what they've had to do over the last, 13, 14 days?
14 days, yep, thereabouts.
Thereabouts.
It's just a remarkable run of success for Elena Rybakina. Yeah. Back to that WTA finals. Yes, a few little stumbles along the way, but hitting all the major points really, really well, as we know that she can do. 2 minute call coming from Alison Hughes in the chair. Reaching the semi-finals here for the first time is Jessica Pegula. Of course, the finalist back in 2023 for Elena Rybakina. 2022 Wimbledon champion. She knows what to do in these situations. And it's so good to have.
I'm a little surprised that we haven't seen her win another major since Wimbledon. What's that, back in 2022? You just said, Pete? Yeah. I mean, she definitely has a game that's, I think, suited towards the faster courts. And when she's in full flow, she is hard to beat. It's hard to she takes your game away from you.
Yep. There have been sometimes a few little wobbles along the way where she's been out for half a game or so, and then clicks back in again.
It can be really interesting on serve. Yes, it's the weapon, but also she can throw in a couple of double faults in a row. And Pegula's just got to be patient tonight. And when those opportunities arise, she's got to go after them. But she has an aggressive game. She'll look to take some of those first serves early and see if she can get on the front foot in the point.
All right, well, let's maybe get one message in before the players start so we get this match underway.
We've got Raf from London. We're slowly approaching the end. I hate when they start talking about the end of the AO. I get all very sad myself. And going to miss the radio in the mornings. My prediction for women's side is Rybakina will win the Australian Open without dropping a further set. And for the men, I predict a Sinker-as final, even though Carlos needs to be careful with Sasha, indeed. And I hope Jannik will bring it home.
So Sinner Djokovic will be tomorrow night's match. The day match will be Alcaraz versus Zverev. That's a knock for 2:30 Melbourne time start. The mixed doubles final, you're going to be here at midday with Steve Pearce to bring the folks that. First of our finals that we're bringing you. Of course, the men's and women's doubles finals. We'll have that on Saturday as well. So busy weekend coming up. for us here on AO Radio.
Non-stop. People have got a message here. We'll get a quick one in before play starts from Kate, who's listening to us from Cincinnati, Ohio. Thanks for another AO of brilliant radio coverage. Trying to stay awake. It's 4 a.m. at the moment in Bella Vista, Arkansas, and visiting the most perfect baby granddaughter who was born during Roland Garros. Congratulations. So a match to watch and change the results. Any of Andy Murray's finals, particularly the 2015 Djokovic, of course. We're talking about our competition.
Yeah, we'll get to that in the next sit down, but can't change the result.
No, can't do that as much as you would like to.
Not going to change the result, unfortunately.
No time machine here.
No, exactly. No time machine to affect that result. We'll talk about that in the next sit down.
We will.
But we are ready to go. The second women's singles semi-final. Settle in, folks, wherever you're listening around the world on AO Radio. Pegula won the toss, elected to receive. Rybakina will serve from our commentary end. And the first serve takes the nets. We'll do it again. Good crowd. They've gone out to get some refreshments. They'll be racing back in for this semi-final. And the first serve, Rybakina onto the forehand of Pegula. It's cross court. Cross court forehand, Rybakina. Pegula goes up the line and too big with her forehand ball. And it's 15 love.
Yes, just didn't quite get in under that that ball then. Pegula dragging the forehand long.
Finalist at the US Open back in 2024 was Pegula. That's what it takes to get to a final. The serve onto the forehand into the nets from Pegula. It is 30 love.
And she plays well here at the Australian Open. She loves the courts. And in fact, she mentioned herself that it's here where she really announced herself, the Australian Open a few years ago. And we took note.
Quarter-finalist 2021, 2 and 3. The serve down the tee. High ball from Pegula. It's going to go wide. The return, it's 40 love.
Yeah, she just has to expect that from Rybakina tonight. There is going to be some big bombs come down her way.
So Rybakina prepares. And the serve. Out wide, misses. So a second serve here for the fifth seed. Seed 5 playing seed 6. And Rybakina serves. Blocked back here by Pegula. Gets forward, does Rybakina. Easy put away the +1. And holds to love in the opening game. And there's a statement right there.
Yeah, absolutely. Anything short's going to be put away. Mentioned that I don't think her movement is as good as a lot of women on tour, but it's not bad.
Well,
I mean, when you start to analyse, you know, strengths, weakness, and that, I think we can focus in on certain things, and you're just looking for these small things that might make a difference in the game, especially when things get tight about, you know, what they don't naturally want to have to do, but may be forced to. And for Rybakina, it's coming to the net.
Rybakina 54.46 on the win predictor. Popped up on our screen. Backhand here from Pegula. Cross-court forehand from Rybakina. Forehand to forehand in the juice court. And Pegula will go up the line. Slice backhand there up that line from Rybakina. Stayed low and the forehand cross into the net by Pegula. It's love 15.
Really did then stay low. The ball, Pegula wanting to put that cross-court. Just not whipping through on that ball.
As we wait now for the serve to come in. And Pegula serves into the net. Second serve. Serve. Backhand here, cross court from Rybakina. Up the middle of the court from Pegula. Cross forehand from Rybakina. Forehand to forehand they go. As Pegula goes up the line. Cross court backhand from Rybakina. Drop shot here from Pegula. Coming forward is Rybakina. Gets there in plenty of time. Pushes it up the line. High ball from Pegula. Put away, yes, by Rybakina. Had to be delicate with the overhead. Had the court to play with. He got the result. It's love 30.
Well, she's tall, Rybakina. She had a little smile on her face after that point. She did a great job to get back to put that overhead away. That's a tough shot. She was moving backwards. So she made certain of it.
So Pegula prepares. Serve out wide. Cross-court forehand from Rybakina is wide.
15-13.
And it's 15-30.
Beware the forehand out wide. It's a weapon. Just missing on that occasion. She'll go after that tonight, Rybakina.
So prepares again, does Pegula. Serve. Onto the forehand, off forehand of Rybakina. Then the court goes Pegula with a backhand. The forehand reply going into the juice court and missing is Rybakina. It's 30-all, second game of the match.
Yeah, just didn't get enough topspin on that forehand, Rybakina.
Third time in her Grand Slam career, Jessica Pegula has reached the singles semi-final without dropping a set. That's good going.
It's a clean sheet.
Served down the tee, picked up by Rybakina. Cross-court forehand from Pegula, matched by Rybakina. Forehand to forehand they go. In the juice court, good depth by Rybakina. Too much to handle for Pegula. Her forehand reply goes long. And we are here at 30-40. Break point already for Elena Rybakina.
Yeah, she got caught by the change of pace then of the Rybakina forehand. Pegula getting pushed well behind the baseline.
As the serve coming in. Out wide, picked up here by Rybakina cross court. Great angle, too much for Pegula. The backhand cross is netted by the American. It is 2-love opening set. Signs slightly ominous at this stage.
Yeah, and what we saw in that last game there was the variety coming from the Rybakina racket. She can play nearly any shot out there.
64% breakpoint conversions for Elena Rybakina, 21 of 33. That's good going too.
Yeah, that's really good going.
Numbers are all pointing in one direction, but at the moment, let's see what happens. Rybakina serves out wide, blocked back by Pegula into the nets.
15. We're going to see the slider out wide on the forehand for Pegula from Rybakina. That serve will, open up the court. She didn't have to worry about it on that. It was just too good.
As we wait now for the serve. Out wide, missing. Right inside the baseline is Pegula to receive this second ball. Rybakina delivers it. Pegula plays it up the line. Cross-court forehand from Rybakina. Slice point into the net again from Pegula. Just out of position, having to scurry across the court. 30-love.
And the return from Pegula was good. It was nice and deep, but Rybakina just onto that ball early and getting it back cross court. Pegula just couldn't get herself in a position to hit that ball. Got caught out inside the court.
As the serve comes in, Rybakina into the net. Second serve. Seagulls circling. They want their meal. Serve. Onto the forehand of Pegula. Cross-court forehands from both players. Pegula with some great angle. Rybakina can't handle that. Rolls the forehand to the nets. And it's 30-15.
Yeah, she really whipped that forehand then. Pegula, cross-court, change of direction. I think that's what she'll need to do early on in these points. Just get in control.
So again, Rybakina prepares. Far end from our commentary position. And the serve onto the backhand of Pegula. One in the middle of the court from Rybakina. Up the line by Pegula, now playing the juice court, across court forehand. Forehand from Rybakina into the sideline, up the line, Pegula almost. The forehand goes long though, and it's 40-15.
It was a big ask, wasn't it, for Pegula to get that forehand on the slide out wide down the line. But Rybakina, she's just playing this match early on in this first set with such depth.
As the serve down the tee, misses. We'll clip the tape actually. Landed in. So we'll do it again. The Seagulls, boy, they're desperate to get in here and just clean up. Did they buy a ticket? As the serve here down the tee, blocked back by Pegula. It's a short ball. Rybakina goes backhand cross, picked up by Pegula. The point volley into the net by Rybakina. Just good control by Pegula defensively, getting it done. It's 40-30.
I think Rybakina thought twice about where she wanted to put the volley back into the open court. Would have been better that she went straight into the backhand of Pegula, who was good enough to get back to ball. Get just that extra shot back, Pete.
So we wait now for Rybakina. Serve clock winds its way down to 5, and she delivers the ball down the tee onto the forehand of Pegula. Cross-court forehand from Rybakina. Pegula hammers one up the line. And now we'll hit a cross-court forehand and a clean winner. Opened up the court nicely and took the opportunity and wear a deuce.
Yeah, that's nice from Pegula at the back of the court, but very much on the baseline, looking to put all her weight forward into that ball. Just really stood and delivered. Good fight back on serve here for Rybakina. She had 2 points, yes. She was up 40-15, I think.
The serve here, yep, into the nets. Yep, was looking for a 3-love lead. And we've got a second serve coming up. Pegula starting on the baseline will step in and play it back and up the middle of the court. It's too deep though.
Yeah, that's a terrific second serve from Rybakina. It had some bite and got up high into the backhand, the double backhand of Pegula. Just couldn't control that ball down the tee. It's clever.
So now we prepare again. And Rybakina will serve into the nets. Second serve, 10 minutes into this contest. That's up on the Rolex clock. And the second serve. Slipping in again, Pegula playing the cross back into the net. Jumped at her. Smart serving from Rybakina. It is 3 games to love. Early stages of the second semi-final. The winner to play Arena Sabalenka on Saturday evening. You'll hear that right here on AO Radio.
Absolutely you will. And we'd love to hear from you this evening about this match, about the match that we've just called. And you can do that by getting in touch with us via the Ask the Booth form on ozopen.com or email us on aoradio@tennis.com.au.
Yep.
I am here, I am waiting, I am ready to answer anything that comes through.
And we should mention too that, of course, for the singles finals, you will be in your familiar position in front of the laptop.
Oh, yes.
Reading out messages from all over the world. And let me tell you, folks, let me warn you in advance. You got to put your name, put where you're listening from, because if you don't do that, Kate's going to make it up.
Well, that's what I've done. I've been pretty good this year, actually.
You have.
I've mellowed.
You have been mellowed? Yeah, does that mean you're losing your touch?
I am, indeed. Pradeep is listening to us from Bangalore in India and said, it's 4 p.m. here. I'm watching the match, but have it muted and listening to us speak. Yes.
Well, can I just jump in at that point? Because if you go to ozopen.com/listen,
it's synced.
You can click on the listen button. So if you're listening through the app, that's great. But if you want to try and sync it up with your TV, if it's not quite there, go to the web page.
So Pradeep, hopefully you can work that bit out.
Listen.
Yep.
And click on the listen button. There's a thing called Sync to TV that'll come up, and you can work it out depending on where you are and what your TV's doing, and you can listen in real time.
Excellent, Pradeep. Let us know how you get on.
Same, everyone else could do that too. It's not a secret, by the way. As the backhand return missed by Rybakina. Just sort of put that in, 15 love. Everyone can use that. It's a great little feature. But Matt Dwyer, our
he's a clever boy, that one.
Just absolutely doing what a great job that Matt's effects mics tonight. Ball block back here into the net from Rybakina. It's 30 love.
Yeah, good start by Pegula in this game on serve. 30 love. She needs to get on the board here.
So, anything else in that email that's worthy of note?
I'll
serve
get to
here
that in a second.
on the backhand picked up on Rybakina. Now play cross-court forehand. Slice forehand from Pegula up the middle of the court. Rybakina back that way. Forehand to forehand they go. As up the line goes Pegula. Cross-court backhand. Just a great angle by Rybakina. Doing what she likes right on top of the baseline. It's 30-15.
Oh, the timing on the backhand. Short angle cross-court. She is in some scintillating form. The other part of the... I'll get to it in a second after this point, Pete. Sorry, Pradeep.
Here into the nets. We'll get there.
We will.
There's time.
We've got a few days.
Yes. Second serve. Pegula, the serve. Onto the backhand, middle of the court from Rybakina. Cross-court fine from Pegula, and that's a shanked forehand. Pulled that cross-court and wide. It's 40-15.
So I guess this second semi will be more even contest than the first one. Well,
that's the rest of the email.
That was the rest of the email. At the moment, that's not the case, but still early stages, the first set.
Serve here into the nets. Second serve. Onto the forehand of Rybakina. Wide at the line by Pegula. No, too heavy the return. And the forehand goes long from Pegula. It's 40-30.
Yeah, heavy return, but also at the feet of Pegula. And it's ball's coming back very quickly. Hard to get in position for that next shot.
So Pegula prepares. Game point again. The serve into the nets. Second serve. And the serve. Backhand up the middle of the court from Rybakina. Cross-court backhands from both players. And up the line into the net goes Rybakina. Pegula on the board. Rybakina 3-1 in this second singles semi-final this evening.
Yeah, well, that's going to feel a whole lot better for Pegula seeing that game on the scoreboard. Just played badly. It's just that Rybakina's come out firing. And she's
looking sharp
yeah,
early,
she's
isn't she?
striking the ball so well. And I still think that there's, that serve can get better. A little up and down, but she's doing enough and holding. And that's all you have to do.
So now it is Rybakina. A few more spectators making their way back in after getting some refreshments after the first semi-final. Cross-court forehands both players. One at the line by Pegula misses.
15.
Just a consistency from Rybakina at the moment.
But she's in control because of that serve from the get-go, and it's just so hard for Jess to make in-ways back unless she can get that ball neutral from the get-go. It's really hard. It's coming down 186 kilometres an hour down the tee.
She's only missed 5 first serves. And she's only lost 3 points for the match on her serve so far. Wants to add to that tally. The serve down the tee is missing though. Second serve. And the serve. Onto the backhand of Pegula. Back out the line from Rybakina. The court was open. She stepped inside the baseline. When she's there, she doesn't miss out too often. It's 30 love.
But that ball's low, and she is super tall. She does such a good job to get down low to the ball and keep over it, keep the momentum going forward and just controlling that ball beautifully.
So we wait now for this ball from Rybakina. The serve onto the forehand of Pegula. It's cross-court, the return. It's long, and it's 40 love.
She stepped in to take that ball early off the first serve. She's just going for broke at the moment. I think she's just trying to change the rhythm.
Trying to do something just to...
You have to.
Absolutely. As the serve coming in, into the nets. As the second serve. That's blocked here by Pegula. Cross-court forehand from Rybakina. Clean winner. Clean winner. This is just a clean set from Elena Rybakina. It's 4-1 in this opening set. The winner to play Arena Sabalenka in Saturday's final. You're on AO Radio.
Pete, we need your help.
Right, okay.
Kathy needs your help. She's in southwest France. She says, okay, I really can't find the sync to the TV button.
Oh, okay.
How do we do it again, please?
Right, so you go to that page.
Okay, Kathy.
AOZopen.com/listen.
Right.
And you'll see our little box. There's 3 boxes, a couple of podcasts, and our one, AO Radio. You click on the listen. Click on the listen. It'll open up a little dialogue. It'll open up your browser.
Right.
And it'll have up there the options. You can connect, boom, straight away. And you've got the sync to TV that's sitting underneath those. So you've got to click on the listen button and it'll come up for you as well. And you'll be able to operate it there. So just click on that one and that's how to do it.
Okay, Kathy. All the best.
Oh, you also got to hit tap to connect first. Hit tap to connect.
Hit tap to connect. So
then,
take us through the steps.
Right.
Right. Let's start
Where you
again.
are, you go OzOpen.com.
World of pain right now.
OzOpen.com/listen.
Right.
You see 3 boxes at the top of your screen. 2 of the podcast, 1 is us, AO Radio.
Right.
Click on the listen button.
Right.
Brings up a new browser window.
Yep.
You click on, tap to connect.
Yep.
As soon as you do that, you'll start connecting. The sync to TV will come up immediately after that, and you just select and can go backwards and forwards depending on how your television commentary is set up. Got it?
15. I've got it. Let's hope Kathy does.
Let us know, Kathy, if I need to simplify those instructions or explain it a bit more. It's there. Trust us. It's 15 love as Pegula serves down the tee. Off forehand from Rybakina. Slice backhand here from Pegula. Cross-court backhand, Rybakina. Backhand to backhand they go, and into the nets goes Pegula.
15 all.
And it's 15 all.
Yeah, Rybakina with that big first strike, just not allowing Pegula to get on that baseline and dominate the point. Getting pushed around. Unforced errors, Pegula 7, and Rybakina 3 early on.
The 5 winners, Pegula 1 as well. First serve goes into the net. The second serve onto the backhand of Rybakina, hammered up the line, slice defensive from Pegula, who's now in the juice court, throwing up a high lob, forces Rybakina back in the court, lands near the baseline, lipping forehand in the juice court from Rybakina, point at the line from Pegula. Now they go cross court, forehand to forehand, and that's too much pace again for Pegula, who just sort of slams the racket down. She's frustrated. You can understand why. It's 15-30.
Well, she's trying to change direction on that ball. It was a neutral ball, and she's wanting to take control of the point. But once again, great depth, and she really wasn't in a position to go for the corner.
So Pegula prepares. And the serve. Off forehand, picked up by Rybakina. Cross-court backhands from both players, and Pegula makes the error again. Going long, 15-40.
Yeah, this is really danger time now, isn't it, for Pegula? Down breaks, and at 15-40, and we're business end of this first set.
As we wait for this serve to come in. Out wide, cross-court forehand from Rybakina up the line from Pegula. That's good, nicely done. Rybakina tries to throw up the high ball. It doesn't get over. It's 30-40.
30-40.
He's replied. He's got it. Better when you give all the steps, Pete.
All right, all right, all right.
Thanks, Kathy.
Yes, glad we sorted it for you. And everyone else around the world, keep it in mind for the weekend. As the serve out wide, Rybakina's backhand into the net. And so we're at deuce. The break point saved by Pegula. 21 minutes on the Rolex at the moment. As we wait now for the serve. Pegula, serve down the tee. High ball by Rybakina. The backhand return is long. And Pegula goes to avantage.
Well, it helps, doesn't it, with a few first serves. Pegula putting the pressure on Rybakina's return.
As the serve comes in. Into the net. Second serve. And this serve onto the backhand of Rybakina. Rip cross court. Backhand to backhand they go. Backhand up the line. Rybakina misses. That's a good hold for Pegula. Under pressure. She'll take some solace from that. It's 4-2 now, Rybakina.
She really should, because she was under all sorts of pressure then to break points against her there, and fights back, but with some good serving. So still fighting here in this first set. It's just the one break.
Yes.
It is.
Trying to build some momentum is Pegula at the moment. As Rybakina, the serve, down the tee, misses. Misses Long. Second serve. Hello to Mrs. Long if you are listening. Second serve. Picking up the backhand is Pegula. Cross-court backhand from Rybakina. Matched by Pegula. Great angle. And Rybakina can't do much with the reply. It's love 15. Warming to the task now.
Yeah, she really is stringing along a number of points. Pete, that was an awful joke. Terrible joke.
Well, I'm glad you picked up on it, Kate.
I did. I just let it slide.
You did.
A bit like that backhand from Pegula.
I thought I'd gotten away with it.
Yeah, no.
Not even a chuckle. But
No.
that's usual with my humour with you. As the serve here, Rybakina down the tee, misses. 20 years you and I have been doing this.
I know.
You were here before me. 22 years for you. Started when you were 3. Backhand cross court from Pegula, dug out by Rybakina. Off point again from Pegula. That backhand cross just gets over from Rybakina. Slice reply from Pegula. Now hits a cross court forehand. Forehand to forehand they go in the juice court. Good angle from Pegula. Matched by Rybakina. Up the line goes Pegula. She goes long though. She misses. She's disappointed again.
Yeah, well, Pegula was peppering that backhand early on in that point, and then Rybakina was able to get that neutral ball down the middle of the court, got it back on her terms, then Pegula wanting to change direction again, but drags it long. It was a good point. Let's see what both women are trying to do out there tonight.
So 15-all, 4-2 for Elena Rybakina. The serve coming in from the far end. The serve blocked back by Pegula. Short ball. Cross-court forehand. Rybakina, too good. The +1 inside the baseline. And it's 30-15.
Yeah, the forehand's just on fire this evening from Rybakina, but she had time and space to hit through on that ball. It was just too short in the court. But off that big serve again, it's the first strike, isn't it? Big
Absolutely.
serve, short ball, put it away.
And the serve coming in. Rybakina out wide, misses. What's been her fastest serve so far? Stand by.
184, 187.
186. You're all around it. Second serve. Blocked back into the net by Pegula, trying something different, just to chip it over. It's 40-15.
Yeah, she basically ran into that ball, but just trying to, cut down the angle off the serve.
Winning 80% of her service points so far, Elena Rybakina. And the serve is flipping the tape on the way through. We'll do it again.
That was 186. So she equalled the best so far.
So another serve. On the forehand of Pegula. That's into the net too. And Rybakina holds 5-2 in this opening set here on AO Radio tonight. The second of our women's singles semi-finals.
Well, Red Sox Devil from, of course, Perth.
Of course.
It's a regular. Okay, with all the kerfuffle here about wearable technology, I do wonder if Sasha wears any of his blood sugar level information. We noticed the other day during the match.
Yep, he does. He checks it regularly. He's got the device that he uses in the sit-downs to do it. You do see him in the pinprick in his thumb.
Yes, that's right. Check his levels and then
so
do
it's
whatever
not a wearable
he needs to.
or anything that he has, but I guess, if there's
still
a device that allows him just to check at any one particular moment how he's feeling and everything like that, maybe.
I think I missed the conversation. Were you having that with Candy earlier?
Yes, that came up. One of our correspondents had come up with that.
Oh, okay.
Yes, by the way, the competition, I forgot to mention, we're giving you the opportunity to get front row seats to any Australian Open match in history. Which match would you choose and why? Can be from any round, any Australian Open or Championships event, so before the Open era. And you don't have to have seen it before. Could have sentimental value for you, be something that sparked your interest in tennis, or just be one you want to see again. Can't change the outcome of the match, obviously. Just watching it. It's a $50 voucher to the Australian Open shop.
I've got a question about that, but we'll get to it in a minute.
All right, I'll explain how you can enter in a sec. The serve down the tee is an ace for Pegula. That's a first for the match. So where you're writing in now, aoradio@tennis.com.au or ausopen.com/listen. Use the Ask the Booth form. Remember, give us a name, where you're listening from. The voucher can be used worldwide, as we see the off forehand from Rybakina land in the corner of the ad court. That is superb.
Yeah, 15.
It's 15-all. Entries close 5 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. 5 p.m. So it's 9:52 now on Thursday, 5 p.m. Saturday. We'll announce it on the evening serve with Nat that evening. As we see, cross-court forehand from Pegula, matched by Rybakina. Middle of court from Pegula. Rybakina switching to a heavy backhand, too heavy in fact. It's gone wide.
Yeah, she's gone super aggressive off the backhand then, Rybakina, really going after that ball. She's taking everything so early too. What are you having a laugh at?
I've just seen the email pop up.
Oh, you just joke.
I've just seen the headline. Trepidation, don't open it. The backhand here, it's a body serve, but Rybakina just got out of the way, guided up the line, completely mishit it, but it went in. Wow.
You don't get much from Rybakina when she's out on court, but she is smiling after that shot.
Yep.
Yep.
Just blocked it, it just went over.
It was a great body serve.
2 points from the set now. There's a serve here out wide, missing. I wonder if Jill's back from the podcast yet, because she's up next, along with Steve.
She can give us a little knock on the door if she's there.
Serve onto the forehand of Rybakina. It's gone too deep.
40.
And it's 40-30.
Well, Nigel from Hong Kong says he had a little chuckle at the Mrs. Long, so keep him coming. He does.
Yeah, Nigel.
Nigel, he does not need
Thank
that
you.
encouragement.
No, I do. Thank you. Appreciate it. As the serve comes in out wide, blocked back by Rybakina. That's floating long. Good hold again by Pegula.
Yeah, she's fighting hard.
5-3 Rybakina in the opening set.
Well, Nigel, that is the first and last time that...
No, you can't say that to our correspondents. Just because it's something you don't like.
Who's in charge here,
All right,
Pete?
all right. Yes, I've known that for 20 years.
And still, now there was something I was going to ask you about.
Yes, you can ask me about this.
If they hadn't seen it before, why would they know that it was a good match?
Because they've heard about it. Like, I mean, you don't have to have been in the stadium or watched it on the television.
Okay.
So you might go, oh, there was this great match that they played that was gone into folklore.
Oh, I wish I'd seen it.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm going to get front row seats and I'm going to watch it because I hear how epic it was.
Right.
That sort of thing. Or
okay, that makes sense.
It could be, we'll come to it in a sec, because Rybakina's serving onto the backhand of Pegula. Cross-court forehand from Rybakina. Matched by Pegula at the middle of the court. Cross-court backhand. Misses the sideline from Rybakina. Just slightly mishit.
Yeah.
Love 15.
Frame the backhand, Rybakina. She's not done too much wrong in this first set. Been very clinical, but...
7 unforced errors, 7 winners. 8 unforced errors, 3 winners for Pegula. So it could be like, oh, I want to see the first junior match that Elena Rybakina played at the Australian Open.
I don't think it needs further explanation.
All right, moving on. Half hour mark on the Rolex. The serve into the nets. The double act continues, folks.
Ain't pretty.
Either here or through the year. It's the serve onto the forehand of Pegula. That goes long. And it's 15 all.
Yeah, another terrific second serve from Rybakina. She can do anything with that serve. That had a lot of bite on it, got up high down the tee. And I don't think Pegula has really read the serve at all tonight.
So we wait now, and the serve coming in. Down the tee, high ball from Pegula, drifts wide, 30-15.
And when bombs come down at 191 kilometres an hour, well, there's really not much to be done.
See, the problem now with that Nigel putting that in is I'm probably going to reuse that joke at some stage.
Oh, God.
Be ready for that. Oh, I like the title of that one. Better get in quick because we're going to do a commentary change in a sec. First serve goes into the net from Rybakina. All through correspondent time.
It's Mariana.
Second serve. Onto the backhand. Oh, Pegula, that's long. Set point. You better read fast.
Just wanted to say it's 10 degrees in cold Corfu, which I find that very bizarre. Just Corfu's always warm as far as I'm concerned. And sorry, I'll get to it in a minute, Pete.
You better be quick.
I'll get thrown out of here soon, won't I?
Yeah, Jill waits for no one. As a serve here, set points for Rybakina down the tee, blocked back by Pegula near the baseline. Looping forward up the line, defensive from Rybakina. Cross-court backhand, plenty of loop on that from Pegula. Matched by Rybakina. Back that way for Pegula, got a short angle and used it. It's 40-30, one more set point.
A little bit of pressure right here on Rybakina, but well done by Pegula. Just standing her ground on the baseline.
Quick.
Oh, okay, just want to point out how wonderful you both look on camera. Oh, Lord, sometimes we do forget.
Make a wonderful tennis outfit. All right. Set point here for Rybakina. Thanks, Mariana. The serve down the tee, missing.
She went after it.
She did. Second serve. And the serve. Onto the backhand of Pegula. Backhand to backhand we go. Dug out by Pegula. Short ball. And that's nicely put away. And that is an emphatic opening set from Elena Rybakina. 6-3. 32 minutes on the clock. And it's all one-way traffic, Kate.
It really is at this stage. And it's all because of that big serve of Elena Rybakina's. It has been awesome tonight, a wonderful display, but also just all her big weapons are working. The forehand has been so good. Just, you know, she's hitting shots that are unreturnable at this stage, and Pegula with a lot of work to be done if she's going to get back into this match. But at this stage, Rybakina's really taken her game away from her, so it's hard when she's serving so big.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, I'm out of here. And
the mixed doubles final.
You'll be happy to know Nigel's written back.
Oh, quickly. What does it say?
Okay.
What does it say?
Sorry.
Quick, find the button, quick!
Use it at Wimbledon. I want to hear.
Marcus says, thank you, Nigel. I will do that. Keep that in mind. But we've got a Steve and we've got a Jill.
Okay,
they're going to take you through the rest of the match here on AO Radio.
Downtime hits different with Tennis Court Hire. Whether it's a friend you want to see, a bit of time for me, or just finding an hour free. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
Kids making a racket? Nothing hits like Hot Shots Tennis. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.
Australian Tennis Magazine has been serving up news, features and game insights for 50 years. Pick up your copy of Australia's only tennis publication or subscribe to have every issue delivered at tennismag.com.au and keep up with all things tennis via our social channels.
If you're looking to reclaim your game, try Cardio Tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. This high-energy group class is where fitness meets fun. No competition, just genuine connection. Set to great music, you'll mix tennis drills with constant movement for a workout that never feels like work. And no need to be a pro, qualified coaches tailor the session for everybody at every level, whether you're new to tennis or coming back to the court. An hour of cardio tennis is guaranteed to smash stress, lift your mood and leave you feeling motivated and confident. Reclaim your game with Cardio Tennis presented by Chemist Warehouse. Book now at tennis.com.au.
Family time hits different with Tennis Court Hire. From less eyes on screens to more time with your teens or smashing fitness routines. Whatever you're into, get out on court. Tennis.com.au.
The sound of summer. AO Radio.
Rod Laver Arena for this second of the women's semi-finals. Arena Sabalenka awaits. I'd like to paint the picture that she's got her feet up with a beer watching this, but it won't be the case. She'll still be in recovery, I'm sure. Steve Pearce with you here in commentary. Now, thanks to Peter and Kate for the first set of this one and the end of the previous match with Peter and Candy. And now Jill Krabus is alongside me in the commentary box. Evening, Jill.
Good evening. How are you?
Very, very well. And greatly enjoying this night of semi-final night on the women's side. There's a little sliced forehand from Pegula, and that's a attempted copycat shot from Rybakina, but it went 10 feet long.
Well, I like that conscious change-up from Pegula right away. She actually had time on that ball to strike through her shot, but chose the slice, knew that change of variety is what Rybakina doesn't necessarily want to see.
No, she'd just like flat pace, would be quite happy with that,
yes,
I would imagine.
Definitely.
So 40 love here as Pegula opens up this second set. She looked to cut a very frustrated figure, didn't she, at the end of that opener? Seagulls agree as Pegula serves onto the backhand there of Rybakina, and then a slice from Pegula again. This time she flattens it out. Rybakina with a bit more weight on that forehand, heavy hitting. Pegula trying to slice to stay in this one and couldn't. And that's the figure
40-15.
as we look. The shoulders just looking. She's just got that look of like when I let her do that, I have no answer.
Yeah, and I was going to answer you, but the point was about to start. But you're right, and I think the reason where she's been most frustrated, I found, is on the return of serve. Like, she feels like when she gets a second serve, she knows that's her opportunity.
Yep.
But that kick serve of Rybakina, an ace for Pegula, so she holds. Good start for the American, and I think she feels like she knows she's got to step up on that second serve, and she's trying to take it early, but it's bouncing so high, and that happens when you're playing someone so tall as Rybakina. It bounces so much higher off the court. Yeah, you have to be ready for it. You have to time it perfectly. We have a message from Nick.
Nick
In Queenstown, New Zealand.
Lovely.
Hi, team, here on a beautiful evening. Where does Novak have to dominate Sinner tomorrow night to win?
Everywhere.
Yeah. I mean,
he does, doesn't he?
Yes, and I have to say, like, I was watching a mixed match yesterday, and I came back and I was like, I really wanted to watch Sinner play Ben.
Yeah.
And I watched a few games, and I sat next to James Blake, and we were chatting, and I just looked at, I'm like, what does Ben have to do? He's like, I have no idea. I mean, that was his answer. I'm like, James,
this is it,
help me here.
This is it. It's very hard. I mean, a bit like Hartler, there's very few weaknesses to exploit. I think what Djokovic has to do is actually play his best, because, I'll come back to that in a minute, Djokovic, Djokovic. Rybakina. Djokovic suddenly inserted himself into this match. Ridiculous.
Watch out, Pegula.
Rybakina here going with the backhand and miscuing that, going well long. Love 15. Right. That just shows you we better concentrate on this game and not start talking about Novak Djokovic until the end of this game. We'll come back to that question. It's a good question.
It is a good question.
Love 15 here. Rybakina, love 1 in the second set. She bagged the first set about 5 minutes ago. Sliced return from Pegula. That's a clever play. Onto the forehand, then switching to the backhand goes Rybakina with a vicious backhand on a good angle.
It was a clever play, actually. I agree with you. Just chipping that return back in play, because it's just at least get yourself into the point. Maybe it didn't work in that case, but the more you get returns back in play against Rybakina, the more she's going to think about her serve. Maybe she'll start trying to go for a bit more to get a free point.
Yep. Serving here, Rybakina heavily down the middle. This is just going to land in. She gets the short forehand cross court and will get the easy put away volley as she advances on the net.
Yeah, it was tricky approaching on the cross too, because it left that line open, but Pegula didn't feel comfortable changing direction. It was such a big approach shot, and so easy volley for Rybakina.
She is absolutely miles behind the baseline at the moment, Pegula, on the Rybakina serve. Rybakina serves out wide, misses this one though, so Jess can come in a bit. Sneak onto the baseline. In fact, just inside it to receive this one as Rybakina serves, running round this body serve on the backhand, and she earns the point as Rybakina dumps a regulation backhand into the net. 30 all.
That's a good return too, just straight down the middle of the court, just rushed Rybakina a little bit. Also takes away that angle. It's tougher to get an angle from the center.
Much easier off the second serve.
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Much easier. The ball bounces here for Rybakina, and then she serves, looking for the heavy serve down the middle, and found it. It found Pegula's racket, but she could do nothing with it. That was half in, half out. That's the perfect serve down the middle.
I swear you can get a lot more pace too, because you can snap the wrist a little bit more and get a lot more power.
So with a game point for 1-all, it'll be a second serve. Do keep your messages coming in right throughout the broadcast this evening. We might be in the final set, or there may be another one to go. Who knows? Rybakina lands this in, kicked up high. Pegula did really well to get it back into play, but then she was stranded. And Rybakina really could pick where to hit that and just pick the easy forehand winner. Down the line for 1 game all. aoradio@tennis.com.au. That's the email address. Or you can use the Ask the Booth form, and your comments, your questions, your thoughts, or your competition entries will come through to Jill.
I like this competition question.
It's a good one, isn't it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Lots of good entries, haven't we, over the last 4 days.
Did you pick a match?
Yeah, but mine was picked. I did pick a match. I initially picked Elena Roddick.
Okay.
Because it's a bit sentimental. It was 20-odd years ago, wasn't it? 23 years ago. Anyway, first entry that came in, I think, the second entry picked that. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's gone. And then I picked
it's not gone, it's just an addition.
Well, yeah, but then you can't pick the same one, can you? And
you
then
can't,
I picked.
Why not?
Well, I suppose you can.
Well, you can pick the same one. You might not win the competition, but if you're clever and you can't, yeah. But if you're clever and you think of a reason why, that's a little bit more creative.
And then I picked that great battle of the lefties, Badasco and Nadal from years ago. The year Nadal won his first title, which was an amazing semi-final here. Nice, that's good from Pegula, moving Rybakina around, but then Pegula, when she just had her opponent where she wanted her, backhand into the net.
I mean, that's a surprise miss for me for Pegula, because I really felt like Rybakina was in trouble. Jess's backhand, unbelievable, her best shot. So a little bit surprising that she wasn't able to flick that over the net.
Especially with Rybakina on the run. 15-all, 1-all, second set. First set, Rybakina. Serve here is out wide. Rybakina nearly gets that back into play, but can't. And then just to show that I'm even-handed, I did select the match between Capriati and Hingis, the final here, when Capriati saved 4 match points.
We were just talking about that because Capriati's here.
Oh, is she? I haven't seen her.
Yes, so we were talking to her about that, and she brought up that match. That's crazy that you just said that.
There you go.
Yeah, and that was the match where they were like, it was so hot, sweating profusely. They were trying to find the shade, and then she was just... Sorry, you can do this point.
Oh, yeah, I suppose I should. Rybakina here down the middle with the forehand into the net, and the shoulders go down again for Jessica Pegula. 30 all. The errors are racking up, and she can't afford to be making these mistakes.
No, I know, and she was in more better position for that forehand. Anyway, she was referring to that match.
Yeah.
And I don't know if that was supposed to be a surprise that she was here, but she was was referring to that match. And
it's no longer a surprise.
It was so hot, and they didn't close the roof at that time because there was no rule in place. And she was saying how much she was happy because it was in her favor because she could last forever. Training in Florida and the heat, it was like, she was like, no, she was so happy that was the case.
It was quite the comeback, wasn't it?
It was quite.
It was a set in Love 4.
I don't remember the
score.
score.
Something like that, though, wasn't it? That was an extraordinary match. So that was, I think that was my pick on the women's side. Rybakina going happy to hit this straight down the middle of the court and then switching to backhand. Pegula, really good angle, comes to the net, the American. The first volley's not good though. And she's passed by Rybakina. She got a racket to it, but couldn't get the elevation over the nets.
I have to say that's impressive defense from Rybakina. When you think of this matchup, you think Pegula is probably the one that's a little bit stronger on the move, on the stretch, but Rybakina has such that length. She was able to get that ball just low enough to force Pegula to pop up the volley. That was incredible defense.
Great stuff from Rybakina. Right, Pegula serving here, facing break points. And she can't do anything with that as the ball skids past her with venom and accuracy. And Rybakina breaks serve in the second set and leads by 2-1. The racket, the American's racket, gets a bit of a walloping on her towel. Nothing too vicious, but she is frustrated right now because this semi-final is slipping away from her.
We have a message about fashion.
Oh, good.
Are you ready?
Yes.
It's from Sheila.
Hello, Sheila.
Who's in Michigan.
Michigan, nice.
Fashion inquiries. Rybakina's outfit with tie-dye yellow and blue. Did you describe it? Tie-dye yellow.
I haven't described it at all.
Looks a little washed out on TV.
It does a bit. She looks a bit washed out in real life. Is it going for the washed out look?
I don't think she looks that washed out. I don't know.
No,
if
not her. Like the dress.
I don't think the dress looks that washed out though.
Oh, okay.
And I wouldn't call it. What did she say? Tie-dye yellow. It's not quite tie. It's like a pale yellow.
Trey's pale.
Yeah. And then Sheila says, on the other hand, Pegula's orange really stands out on TV.
Oh yes, well it certainly does, doesn't it?
Yeah, it is a nice orange. We've been calling it tangerine. It's a really pretty orange. I've always liked orange anyway.
So do I. It's a happy colour.
She's getting hit at several times during a match while wearing the same shade of orange top in doubles play. An opponent suggested I wear it more often as he could see me all the time. Is there an advantage or disadvantage color of outfits in singles or doubles? And then she says she really likes Taylor Townsend's outfits. I haven't seen what she's wearing actually, but
wearing
she is
all white with the long white sleeves and like a zip-up top.
I'm wondering what the brand is.
You know what I mean? Zip up. Yeah.
And then she says always listening to AO Radio while watching on TV with appreciation, Sheila.
Oh, that's a very nice message, Sheila, and very good court coverage from Jessica Pegula, but she's unable on the run, going from side to side to keep that ball in play. Rybakina gets away to the perfect start, trying to consolidate the break of serve here and book her place effectively by obviously holding serve now. She'll book her place in Saturday night's final.
Where it's minus 10 degrees, by the way. Fahrenheit. In
Michigan, not Michigan. Michigan.
Not Michigan. No, I've never heard that.
No, like Melbourne.
Michigan. But you're right, it is spelled like that. It is spelled like you should say Michigan, but it's Michigan. It's minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit. And 5:40 in the morning. Yeah, it is.
Minus 10 degrees Fahrenheit is what centigrade?
I don't know. It's cold.
Super cold, I would say. 30, love. There's a temperature, isn't there, where Fahrenheit and centigrade even up and it's the same if you go low enough.
Really?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh.
Yeah, I reckon. I'm sure that's the case. Don't ask me what the number is. Serving down the middle, just missed it. Is it when you get to... there's no point in guessing, is there? That's one of those things you either know or you don't, but I'm sure that's the case. Rybakina serves, lands this in, kicks up high. Pegula dealt with it pretty well, though, and backhand straight down the middle of the court now, and then lower and lower and lower until Rybakina went so low and hit the nets.
Straight down the middle of the court like that, but it has to be deep. That was really good from Pegula. And she does tend to get that easy length on the ball. It's just about getting it there more consistently for the American.
So with the early break of serve in the first set, Rybakina, and then she closed it out 6-3, and now she gets the early break of serve in the second set. Is it the same story? Which might depend on whether she can consolidate the break here. Got the ball toss wrong. 49 minutes we've played on Rod Laver Arena this evening. As Rybakina serves, a big forehand from Pegula, earns the mistake from Rybakina, tried to pick that up casually on the half volley and netted it. 30-all.
A little bit happier now, finding the connection with that second serve return. Pegula maybe just looking a little bit more calm, not trying to press so much, but just staying, making everything a little bit more balanced out there on those last couple returns.
Rybakina.
Missing another first serve.
A long way out.
Oh, we got it. An answer to your Celsius Fahrenheit thing.
Oh, good. Let's come to that in a minute. That was out off the racket from Rybakina on the backhand, going straight down the middle and trying to consolidate. She puffs out her cheeks here. Does Elena Rybakina, the 5th seed, because she's making a bit of a meal of it. She's thrown in some uncharacteristic mistakes in this game, and Jessica Pegula has a breakback point. Rybakina looking for the serve down the middle. She found it. So did Pegula, though. She got onto the forehand. Nice angle from Pegula. Dug out by Rybakina. Over the high part of the net goes Pegula and earns it. As the mistake comes long and wide from Rybakina on the backhand, going cross-court. And Jessica Pegula breaks back on Rod Laver Arena and locks us back up at 2-all in the second set.
It was just that drop in the first serve percentage from Rybakina, which allowed Pegula to get into these rallies that enabled her to get this break back. Good fighting from Jess.
Fight. That is... that's what you got to do here if you want to make it through to the final, and she dearly does. On the off forehand there, well defended by Rybakina. Tempted drop shot from Jess Pegula, hits the tape, falls back on her side.
Well, I like the fact that she was going for the slice, but I don't think she had to go for the short slice.
No.
That's very difficult.
High risk.
Well, it's very difficult one to time perfectly when the ball's so low. I think she could have gone for the deep slice.
Yep. Love 15 into the net. Second serve onto Rybakina. Massive backhand from just inside the baseline cross court. And Pegula took one step towards it and then thought, I'm just not going to get near that.
That's so good. That backhand cross court. I mean, I just love Rybakina's backhand. It's so clean. It's so technically sound.
And powerful.
Yeah.
Pegula serves out wide. Change of directions. Perfect from Jess Pegula that time. Forehand up the line.
But the serve has to be that good. That was much better accuracy. She got a little bit more slice to get Rybakina way off court. It opened up that line for her.
15-30. Second serve coming up. Serves Rybakina heavily with a backhand. Just a slice forehand from Pegula on the run. She has to put a defensive ball up. It's going to land near the baseline. Rybakina attacks it. Pegula's there, but just too long going cross-court with the forehand from a good 6-7 feet behind the baseline. She was being dominated there.
Yeah, she was. It's actually a really nice heavy ball from Rybakina into the corner. And Pegula, you're right, got pushed so far back that from that position, you have to go for a very deep shot, and she just didn't judge it correctly.
Break points for Rybakina as Pegula serves down the middle. Rybakina does well to get this back over the net. Should be put away by Jess Pegula, and it is.
It's a great serve.
At the net. Was a great serve.
Yeah.
Now she's got to deliver
30.
a great serve in the ad court. 30-40. Couple of breaks of serve already in this set. Exchanged. Pegula does not want that to continue. Takes that same ball back cleanly and going to the service motion again. Still facing break point as Pegula serves down the middle. Rybakina gets this with a forehand. There's the forehand slice deep this time, as Jill suggested. Backhand cross court from both players, but great depth from Rybakina, and Pegula almost stumbling backwards at the weight of shot there. She's sprayed a backhand wide and she's broken again. And again, Rybakina has the advantage in this second set, having also taken the first by 6-3.
Well, Rad has written in from Ireland. I would love to watch the 2005 Melbourne AO Finals, Murat Safin and Leighton Hewitt.
That was a great match.
That was a great match.
Good choice.
Safin's playing the Legends here.
Is he? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I had
as well
heard,
as coaching Andre Rublev, part of Rublev's coaching team.
I had heard his hair's got rather long.
It is rather long, so is Rublev's. They're starting to look alike, I think. Yes. What are you looking at? Are you writing these down?
I'm just keeping, a note.
I thought you were writing the matches down.
Oh no, I was just keeping a note. I mean,
Another-
not of what you said, just of the breaks. Break.
Arvin has written in from Philadelphia. Thoughts on how this AO has been viewed overall? What's been your most dramatic match on the women's side so far?
On the women's side.
He also had your answer. He also has your answer.
Oh, good.
To the it's thanks for your brilliant commentary, and negative 40 degrees Celsius is negative 40 degrees Fahrenheit.
There you go.
Wow, good job, Steve. Thanks, Arvin.
And thanks, Arvin, was it?
Yeah.
Thanks, Arvin.
Yeah, thank you. So the most dramatic match on the women's side so far. What about Son Mez against?
Yes.
That was dramatic.
Yeah.
Wait,
yeah.
Son Mez against, well, I was thinking Alexandrova, which was the first round, but then she had another one against Putintseva. That was dramatic.
Dramatic's an interesting adjective, though, isn't it? Because it doesn't mean that necessarily has to be close. I found it quite dramatic the way Coco Gauff collapsed.
That is true.
It was quite, the whole place was just buzzing as like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
Big upset. Just in from Rybakina on that time on the serve, and then changes to the backhand. Very low over the net now from both players. Scooped up a bit like a spoon from Rybakina, then cross-court with a bit more on it, bit more juice on that. No. Goes down the line, looking for the baseline, Rybakina, but just strayed long. And the first point to Pegula, who now dearly wants the consecutive breaks of serve to continue, because she needs to break back.
I think you could tell Rybakina was going to miss that as she was moving to the ball, because she wasn't quite getting back enough with the footwork, and then all of a sudden caught it behind her. You could see the flight of the ball. It's definitely going long.
Love 15. Fifth seed serves an ace out wide, and her facial expression changes very little, as in fact it changes very little throughout an entire match usually. We've had a puff of the cheeks so far.
Oh, we did? Okay.
That's about it.
Are we keeping tabs? Is that what we're doing?
Yes, one puff off cheek.
Okay.
Sir. Rybakina's ready again and serves, looking for it down the middle. We sidestepped that question very cleverly, wasn't it, about what Djokovic had to do to beat Sinner. Do you remember? And then I started to talk about Djokovic playing on centre court at the moment, and we both
quite answer that. Yeah, sorry.
Stop that. Pegula with a really good backhand there, and going low over the net cross court. Rybakina there to meet it, and then just lower and lower again. The ball's almost skimming the nets until Pegula found the net cord, and it came back on her side, 30-15.
Rybakina did so well to get her like so low on those 2 points, because Jess's ball was skimming the net as well, and Rybakina really got down with her legs.
6 foot Elena Rybakina up against the 5'7" Jessica
She looks
Pegula.
taller than that. I think she looks taller than 6 feet. You think so?
14,
wow.
15.
Well, she is slenderly built as well, but she is super strong.
All you need to hear was the sound of the ball right there. Not even our voices. It had a lot of pace on it.
What are you? Are you a Jessica Pegula size? Are you a 5'7" or 5'6"?
Everyone thinks no, I'm way shorter.
Are you?
I'm shorter than Paolini.
Oh, wow. So let's come back to that. Rybakina is serving and heavily back. Jessica Pegula does well to keep in this and just shows you the point of always making her opponent play one extra ball, because it's set up as easy as anything for Rybakina, and she just blasted and sprayed a forehand long.
Yeah, that high ball, it just had little pace on it and forcing Rybakina to have to accelerate. What are you doing?
You're going to stand up and I'm going to guess what your height is. Quick, because they're going to play. Okay, got it. Rybakina serves onto the backhand of Pegula, but it just went out. And Rybakina holds and leads 4-2, consolidating the break back of serve, if you like. And she's still ahead. So I'm saying you're 5-3.
Correct. But you probably knew how tall Paolini was, so I kind of gave you a big clue.
Well, I don't carry those statistics around in my
Well, you do so much good research. I figured you probably know.
Paolini's not featured on here, is she?
She was featured at some point.
True. At some point she was. All right, Jess Pegula, it's a must-hold for her. And that's the way to start it, taking Rybakina out well wide of the tram lines, and the forehand sprays wide on the opposite side. 15 love.
It's so tricky when you want to take pace off the serve because it has to be so well placed in the box. That was really good from Pegula. Great placement.
Pegula serving onto the forehand of Rybakina, but that's out from Jess Pegula on the next shot. Funnily enough, Paolini did come up in my research for this match.
Really? How so?
I knew you'd ask.
Just beat her or something, or like
No,
recently?
So in the Rybakina lost the 2024 Wimbledon semi to Krejcikova, who went on to beat
Paolini.
Yes.
It's all coming together.
It's all coming together.
Connecting.
It's all connecting.
Oh my goodness.
It's all coming together. 15 all. On to Rybakina's backhand. It's coming back heavily, though, for Pegula to deal with. She tries to slice a forehand to stay in this. It should be hammered down the line. That is exactly the shot that Elena Rybakina had to play, and she played it perfectly.
Started from the return. She just kept Pegula on the move, on the back foot. Just having to play so much defense in this match right now, Pegula.
Constant, really. 15-30, Pegula serves. The forehand from Rybakina lands very deep, then onto the backhand, but just long that time for the 5th seed. She looks a bit frustrated with that, but again, manages not to change facial expression. 30 all.
It's good. She never gives anything away.
Never gives anything away. No.
She actually said she would like to show more to her opponent, that she's in for the fight more, like show more positivity.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
That's just long from Jess Pegula. Second serve then. At 30 all, big point right here. Serves, forehand from Rybakina is pretty short, so Pegula can really open up, comes to the net. The volley's really good from Jessica. Put it deep and out of the reach of Elena Rybakina.
She's so good at the net, and it's so fun to watch Pegula transition forward because she never panics. She's always calm on that first volley, and she never tries to overplay it. Because she trusts herself so much in the net, she's okay if she has to hit 2, 3, 4 volleys, but that was perfect.
Pegula finds the net. Made a doubles final with Coco Gauff, was it, in Paris a few years ago?
Got to #1 in the world in doubles.
Too shabby. Huge forehand from Rybakina. Well dealt with by Pegula. Makes Rybakina play one more shot. Very wise again, because Rybakina's forehand goes long and Pegula holds. She had to, but she has held. And Rybakina still with the break of serve and a set in the box seat. 6-3 and 4-3 here on AO Radio with Steve Pearce and Jill Krabus. And Jill is now going to tell us what Novak's got to do.
So, I figured we were going to come back to that. So, when I was talking with James Blake on the side, and because Ben Shelton has weapons, right? I mean, he's got a massive serve, massive forehand.
Yep.
And you could tell that he was really trying to use that, but he just wasn't consistent enough because you're facing an absolute brick wall.
Yep.
But he felt like he had to, which you can't blame him for trying to go for it. Well, Novak, as we know, is a brick wall too, normally.
Yep.
I don't think he definitely didn't look like a brick wall against Musetti, even though Musetti was playing insanely good.
If it was a brick wall, he was crumbling all over the place.
Yeah. So what is he? You know what I think he's going to do? I think he's going to look to use the drop shot more. That's what I think, because we've been seeing it more. I think he's been practicing it for this purpose.
Yes, I agree. Yep.
I think you're going to look to try and see him come into the net more.
Yep.
So I just don't think he wants to hang out on the baseline.
Which is his natural game.
Which is his natural game, every single point with Sinner.
I think
I think we're going to see kind of a lot of variety, even maybe throw in some serve and volleys. I think we're going to see a lot of different stuff from Novak. That's my guess.
Yep.
He's lost the last 5 times.
I think we're going to see Sinner win.
I do too.
Yep. Serving, Rybakina hits her spot there, gets the short ball and hammers. Oh, I had to move my head out of the way there as that ball came at top pace. I don't know what pace that ground stroke came at, but it was hard. Hammered a forehand inside in down the line for a clean winner. I mean, the way Novak plays, it feels like he's just a bit out of form, and Sinner's he's flying.
He did a little bit against Musetti, but Musetti plays completely different than Jannik. Right, like Musetti was throwing so much stuff at him. Slice, drop shot, the heavy, all of a sudden the one-handed slice, the one-handed backhand.
Yep.
And Sinner, you know what you're going to get a little bit more.
Yeah, you do. It's just out from Pegula on the backhand.
Doesn't necessarily make it easier. But
no. I mean, form line tells. I mean, obviously, Djokovic just has that obviously X factor. 10-time champions. The greatest male to have ever played the game. So there's. You can't write him off, but you've got to say Sinner goes in as a red-hot favourite into that contest tomorrow. On the run there, Pegula with the backhand, then repelled by Rybakina, but she found her backhand into the net as well. 30-15.
I was surprised Rybakina went to the backhand there, actually. Pegula, she's been hitting the one cross on the forehand so perfectly, and Jess's backhand is better. That was an interesting choice from Rybakina. Maybe just trying to catch Jess by surprise.
Yeah, quite possibly. 30-15. Pegula can't get that ball back over the net. That is really heavy serving down the middle. Rybakina's used that serve quite a few times today to close out difficult moments. That wasn't a particularly difficult moment, but it puts her within a point of 5-3 in the second set.
It was a big moment, though.
Big? Big. You're right, and this is a big moment here as she serves. That's a great return from Jess Pegula. What can she do here? Can she find the angle? Yes! Beautifully done. Cross court for the forehand winner.
Oh, it's an excellent return from Pegula. A really good pickup from Rybakina, and I love the fact that Jess took that ball out of the center of the court when she was balanced. That shot's gotten a lot better for her, that whip forehand cross.
Sure. Rybakina serves. That is too good, and I think we heard Jess say that's too good as it went past her at some pace. 173 out wide, and Jessica Pegula could only admire it, but she's not full of admiration at the moment. She's probably full of frustration and a bit of disappointment, but still a bit of fight, because this is only one break of serve, so Jess knows that she got a hold here and force the issue and see if Rybakina's good enough to serve it out.
I think she's playing a little better the second set.
Yep.
Still down 5-3.
Yeah, still down 5-3 because it's a tough opponent. Big hitting Elena Rybakina, who has hit her spots today with some aplomb, and that was almost one of the best returns of serve we've seen all day. Over the high part of the net, almost the net post. The forehand right in the corner in the apex. Love 15, Pegula serves. Forehand there from Rybakina, goes back behind her, Pegula. It's well covered off by the 5th seed. She goes straight down the middle of the court. Pegula a bit short with that ball though, but still gets the miss from Rybakina, who gets the backhand long.
She kind of made a face there, Rybakina.
Oh, did she?
Yes,
oh, no,
you
I
missed it. Yeah, sorry, you missed it. Just a little look of, I wouldn't even say frustration, just kind of took a deep breath.
There you see, puff of the cheeks. Serving here, Pegula, right at the body of Rybakina, and she can only net the backhand. She got herself a bit tangled up there. Good serve.
It's a really good body serve, It's a good serve into someone that's so tall, because it's harder for them to get out of their own way in the body serve.
30-15, Pegula serves a fault. Second serve. Onto the forehand of Rybakina. Good depth from Rybakina, goes with the forehand, forcing Pegula back. She was a bit flat-footed as she played that forehand and hit it halfway up the net. So really tough moments for Jessica Pegula. She's got to show a bit of character, fight, and a fair bit of skill here to dig herself out of this one. 3-5, 30 all. Goes to the forehand of Rybakina, who lands it on the baseline. Pegula does well and is very happy to see that ball land just wide. Inside in forehand down the line from Rybakina, went just out, and Pegula's got a game point here.
I think Pegula actually thought the return was out, and I'm almost wondering if Rybakina thought return was out, because that may be what made her miss that last forehand.
Game point for Pegula. It's clipped the tape and flown wide of the doubles alley, so it's going to be a second serve. Lands it very deep, but a huge forehand from Rybakina. She just leant into that, and the ball motored. It was like it had an engine on it. It zipped across the court, and Pegula just stuck out a racket and just made contact.
I mean, where do you hit the second serve? She mixed it up there.
It's 131 though, like it's almost like...
I know. I think she was trying to get it more into the body again.
Deuce out wide, Pegula missing this time. This is a battle for Jess. Serve sits up, backhand pretty short from Rybakina, and then low over the net from both players now. Ground strokes from behind the baseline. On the backhand, running around onto the forehand. Pegula finds a nice angle, sliced forehand from Rybakina to keep in it. Up the line, the shot was there for Pegula on the backhand, but she missed it. And after an hour and 10 minutes of this semi-final on Rod Laver Arena, we reach the first match point for Elena Rybakina.
That was a great get from Rybakina in the corner. Forehand where she just chipped it back in the court.
Pegula serves, the forehand from Rybakina lands in, leaning into that forehand now onto the backhand is Pegula. Good depth from her, she's earned it there as Rybakina's backhand goes long. Good aggressive play from the American.
Very good, nice and calm in her mind, just moving Rybakina around the court. Great angle on the last backhand.
To Deuce for the second time. Pegula goes in the middle this time on the backhand, then slices the backhand. Flattened out by Rybakina, and again cross court, taking Pegula well out of court. Will she go up the line? Yes, she will. Pegula running to keep in this, but got into position just, maybe just, but the forehand went long beyond the baseline, and it's another match point.
That's too good. I mean, Pegula, that was a really well played point. She didn't do anything wrong. It was just the great change of direction from Rybakina with good depth down the line.
Match point for Rybakina. Pegula serves a fault. So it'll be a second serve here. Lands it in, Rybakina attacks it with the backhand. Pegula does well to keep in this, did really well, and then the forehand miss hit from Rybakina, pulled it wide into the tram lines, back to Deuce.
What a great dig from Pegula.
Wow, what a get.
You could hear her racket hit the ground. That's the effort that she had to give to try and get that ball back in play.
She's fighting hard, Jessica Pegula. Showing why she is one of the top players in the world. Pegula here serves out wide. That was great from Rybakina. Cross-court forehand of the highest quality, and it just clipped the line to earn her a third match point.
I mean, Jess just looked at the line and just could not believe that hit part of the line. It was so good.
Match point again as Pegula serves onto the backhand of Rybakina. Same shot, well dug out by Pegula. And again, the mistake comes from Elena Rybakina. A forehand long beyond the baseline. Juice for the fourth time.
It's the same pattern. That backhand cross court, and Rybakina is trying to take that forehand, but just spraying it.
Everybody inside centre, I think, willing Pegula to hold here. She serves down the middle. She dearly loved that. Hadn't clipped the net cord, but it did. Everybody, of course, apart from Rybakina's supporters and coaching team. Pegula serves right at the body of Rybakina. Great serving from Jess Pegula.
That's one of her best body serves so far this match. Just it was a little bit flatter, so it went at Rybakina a little bit faster off the bounce.
So she's got game point here for 4-5. Pegula serves brilliantly down the middle. It skids off Rybakina's racket, and Jessica Pegula saves match points and manages to hold. And it'll be Rybakina to serve next, to serve for the match at 5-4 in the second set.
That's interesting. Could that be a change? We've seen it before.
Yes.
People have saved match points and then went on to win the tournament.
Yes.
Was that just announced with Kerber, right? Wasn't it here that she saved match points? Where was it? Was it here? I think so.
Kerber against Serena when she beat her?
No, it wasn't in the final. It was in like the first.
It was in the first round.
It was in the first round.
First round she saved match points. Yes. Yeah, that was that year, 2016, which is when Angie Kerber walked out onto court at 7 o'clock for seemed like an interview. Did she get awarded with something? Were you out there?
No, she just came out with I was out there. Yeah, she just came out with the trophy, and then they just had a question and answer little session. Renee Stubbs.
No apparent, just
to kind of bring her back, because I think just to bring her back, and as a former champion, it's been 10 years, so it was almost like a little 10-year anniversary. Hey, Angie, here I am, and they just asked her a few questions. Renee, it was great, because she just asked her like what it felt like to walk down, come back here, walk down that tunnel, what you might be feeling leading into the semifinals for these players and stuff. That was good. Yeah, it was good.
Nice. That was one of the great nights in here when Angie Kerber beat Serena Williams.
Yes.
It was electric in here that night. She just played out of her skin.
Yeah, she did. She played great.
Maybe that would be a good one for the competition. Anyway, here we go. Rybakina's serving for the match and a place in Saturday night's final. Pegula with a big forehand up the line, made it!
Wow. She's going after it. Love it.
Good. So she should at this point absolutely go after it.
Yeah, she has to. I mean, this is what you have to do against the big strikers. You have to be the one to take the initiative, to go after it first.
Rybakina, love 15. Serves, trying to take Pegula out wide, but it was a fault. Ready and serves. Pegula with a backhand unloads, and Rybakina has no answer.
Wow. She's upped her aggression. She was way more inside the court on that return. Great redirect down the line.
Well, there's a couple of points. Jess Pegula just clean winners. Love 30. Rybakina serves. And that was in the zone for the forehand cross court. Pegula hit it there, but she didn't make it over the net.
Well, now that she's kind of slapping at it, that time she looked like she just rushed, because Rybakina took a bit of pace off that serve.
15-30. Rybakina finds the ace down the middle. That's always nice when you've got that in your armory.
I know, that's got to feel good. Love 30 down, just 2 aces.
Look at that. Half in, half out, perfect. 30 all.
Where does she go? Down the tee, I think. No.
Goes at the forehand of Pegula, but it was long. So it'll be a second serve. Goes to the backhand this time of Pegula. She leans into this one, going very low over the net. Too low from Rybakina. Forehand, absolutely unforced error apart from maybe a bit of nerves. And Rybakina finds herself break point down, trying to serve out for the match. It's never easy, by the way, in brackets, but trying to serve it out for the match. Has made a couple of mistakes. Pegula has hit a couple of terrific ground strokes. And here we are with a break-back point for Jessica Pegula.
That forehand's looking a little shaky from Rybakina.
Serving here, Rybakina onto the forehand of Pegula. It sits up. That's long, surely, from Rybakina. Miles out. And she has given up serve a little bit meekly. Although Jessica Pegula hit a couple of terrific winners at the start of that game, the rest of it was largely Rybakina.
Wow.
And it's 5 games all.
Wow, that is surprising. You could tell that she was really not sure of herself on those forehands. And it can be tricky when you've had match points in the previous game and your opponent shows the fight and just is not going to go away. That's a great effort from Pegula.
Sure is. Right. Onwards we go. And that's out from Rybakina on the backhand up the line. Pegula, 15 love.
I feel like Rybakina is just up to the line already. I feel like she's obviously gotten a little shaken and just needs to slow things down slightly.
Serves Pegula. Now backhand from Rybakina. Forehand, I was just going to say it was very low over the net, but it just clipped the net cord from Pegula trying to go cross court and fell back on her side, 15-all.
She needed that point, Rybakina, just to get a little settled.
Pegula sets herself, clips the tape, landed just in. She'll be pretty happy about that. She should be anyway. Serves, clips the tape. This time it goes out from Pegula, so it'll be a second serve. Serving here, running round onto the forehand is Rybakina, and then she plays a regulation forehand back cross court, well defended by Pegula. Then Pegula tries the draw shot, bringing Rybakina in. Oh, it clips the tape, and this time it dribbles over on the side of Pegula. 15-30.
Wow, what luck in that moment, because the way Rybakina was running to that ball, she ran right into the ball. Just got a little out of position, but hit it hard enough that it just went over the net. Such luck for Rybakina. Pegula didn't execute that drop shot so well. It had depth on it.
Pegula serves. Backhand from Rybakina. There's a slice from Jess. And that's flattened out by Rybakina. Both players now low over the net. Cross court backhands of the highest quality. Very low. That almost went through it. Sliced, chopped forehand just to keep in this Pegula, and it's hammered away by Rybakina. Off forehand winner. 2 break points for a 6-5 lead.
What a response from Rybakina. That is some of the biggest ball striking in this match. It was so good from both players. The quality outstanding, but Rybakina just stepped up. It's a great response.
So Pegula's got to find a way out of this if she can at 15-40. Goes out wide, just misses it. Second serve. Rybakina with the backhand goes pretty heavy. There's another one up the line. Jess just digs this out. Back goes Rybakina. Pegula's just long, and she slaps her racket on the court surface of Rod Laver Arena. All the effort to break back, save match points, and she's been broken again. And Rybakina again will serve for the match at 6-5.
I mean, that's a pretty good effort, because what did Rybakina miss? What, the four or five forehands, and really pulled off the ball?
Yep.
And then there was just one shot that I think just settled her. It was a quick point, and it just sort of flipped a switch and got her back into the right frame of mind.
Yep, and the old little dead net cord on the drop shot kind of helped a little bit as well. So Jess Pegula's got it all to go again. She's got to find a way to break the Rybakina serve again to force a tiebreaker here in this second set. for Rybakina, though, who was a little bit nervy trying to serve this out at 5-4, and that's to say the least, having had 3 match points in the previous game. Was unable to do so. Can she come out with a different mindset on this occasion? We're about to find out on AO Radio with Jill Crabus and Steve Pearce with you here. Thursday night women's semi-finals action. We've played 1 hour and 23 minutes. Is this the moment for Elena Rybakina?
I think it could be.
Very definitive of you, Jill.
I was. No problem. You're welcome. I don't know. We'll see.
We will indeed. Rybakina then serving out wide, just missing it. We'll get to a couple of your messages
well,
shortly.
if I can figure this out, because
Jill's having her normal fun with the laptop.
it's not fun.
Rybakina goes to the backhand of Pegula, really aggressively goes after this. She gets the high ball to put away. She doesn't on the first occasion. Up goes an even higher ball. It almost hits the roof. Bouncing. Pegula slams it straight back at Rybakina, who just missed the passing shot up the line. Just caught the tape.
She can't believe it. She had it. She guessed the right way. Did well to get 2 or 3 of those. She just caught a little bit behind her, just watching a replay.
All that for just 1 point. Love 15. Trying to serve this out at 6-5 after failing to do so at 5-4. Rybakina onto the forehand, just unable to land that in with the sliced forehand, just trying to get into the rally, get into the point.
Just trying to guide it deep. Sometimes on those hard serves, it's so difficult to control the chip return. Rybakina taking a little bit more time here.
Now ready, down the far end, serves heavily down the middle. Pegula does really well to get this back over the net. Should be hammered away. She gives one more chance for Pegula to put up a high ball, but Rybakina does take her chance this time at the net.
Another great serve, right on the line. Pegula did well just to be able to get her racket on the ball.
So 30-15. Can she get it to match point again? Elena Rybakina, or is there another twist in this one? Rybakina serves. This time the forehand goes in from Pegula. That's out. I know you shouldn't call it out before it lands, but that's out.
You knew it was going on. I mean,
by
it
a
had
long way.
So much air time to it.
Yeah.
Again, lifting off that forehand.
There's been a lot of those, haven't there, in the last 20 minutes from Elena Rybakina.
In those slower ones where it's just giving her a little extra time to think about it.
30 all. Rybakina serves. That one catches the tape and flies wide of the doubles alley.
This is going to be a massive return, I think. Or she's going to try and go for a massive return.
She's inside the baseline to receive this, lands in. Pegula goes with a heavy enough couple of forehands. Good change of direction, well picked up by Rybakina. Opposite corner on the run. Pegula goes for the cross court. The slice from Rybakina's long.
Wow.
And it is the break point that Jessica Pegula and probably everyone in the United States wanted.
Excellent aggression from Pegula. When she gets a look at that forehand to take off the court angle, that's where she's getting in a really good offensive position.
So Rybakina here facing break point. Pegula with a point to take us into a tiebreaker. Into the nets from the 5th seed. Pegula is well inside the baseline now, looking to take this aggressively on the second serve. Lands in, the forehand lands near the baseline. Rybakina handles that well enough, and then a simple enough forehand. Really not much on that. Pegula found the net.
I think that's what surprised her. She was waiting for such a deep forehand, and it actually landed way shorter than Rybakina's previous rally ball. I mean, it's just a surprise, Jess.
Tough moment for Pegula right there. Deuce. Looking for the ace down the middle was Rybakina to set up another match point, but unable to just get that. Just missing down the tee, so it'll be a second serve again. Pegula tries to get aggressive, jumps into a forehand, landed that near the baseline. Defensive ball goes up from Rybakina, and the drive volley from Pegula is good. And she earns herself another break point here for a tiebreaker.
She's starting to get much better depth on these returns. She's been trying to be so aggressive on the second serves throughout this entire match. But now she's finding great length on the ball much more consistently.
So, break point again for Jessica Pegula. Rybakina trying to close this out, but she can't at the moment.
She can't find a first serve.
Best game has just taken a hiatus for the last 15 minutes. Rybakina serves, forehand from Pegula lands in, backhand's good from Rybakina. Then she moves on to the forehand. Pegula meets this with her own forehand racket low over the net, right near the baseline from Pegula, dug out by Rybakina. Rybakina then pulls the trigger and it's miles out. And Pegula gives herself an enormous G-up fist pump. She comes right back in front of the commentary box window here to receive some balls, because she's still alive in this semi-final. Almost unbelievably, Rybakina had 3 match points, twice served for the match, and Jessica Pegula is still in it.
That's incredible, and I love seeing that fire in Pegula. You don't see it that often. She's normally just the same, but she is fired up at the back of the court.
Pegula gets this tiebreak underway, slicing with the backhand into the opposite corner from Rybakina. Rybakina then switching to the backhand as well. Both players behind the baseline still. Rybakina trying to put a bit more weight into that. Well met by Pegula. Good depth. Very low over the net again. Bit more height on that now from both women. Big forehand. Good angle up the line. High part of the net. Clips the tape. Rybakina takes Pegula back across the other court. Unbelievable point. And that's bringing everyone to their feet inside Rod Laver Arena. Pegula's cross-court backhand earns her the point as Rybakina nets. And she holds for one love in the breaker.
That point definitely sent a message. I mean, Pegula is feeling so good out there, especially covering the court a little bit better. She's reading the play better. And just being able to keep up with the pace off the ground much more consistently. Excellent point from the American.
This match has heated up over the last 25 minutes. As Rybakina serves, forehand from Pegula lands in. Big off forehand from Rybakina. Now she moves to the net and hammers this away. Pegula got back in time, but it ended up almost hitting her.
She overran it. She had to. You feel like Rybakina is going to get that angle, and she just had to sprint to the other side of the court, and then Rybakina went more center.
1 point apiece in the breaker. Second set tiebreaker. Rybakina the first set 6-3. Playing for a place in Saturday night's final. Rybakina serves heavily. Backhand from Pegula is pretty good, and that's wild from Rybakina. The backhand this time, miles long. She's not missing by tiny amounts.
And Jess is not missing anything right now. She's getting so many of these returns back in play, making Rybakina work harder. She's way ahead of that shot on the backhand.
Pegula with the mini break in this tiebreaker. At 2-1, serves. Backhand from Rybakina comes right back at her. That was a little bit wild from Pegula, rocking back.
That got caught into her body a little bit more.
So the mini break disappears, 2-2 in the breakup. Just too long on that occasion. Unable to get that last shot right. So she goes with the body serve, and Rybakina moves out of the way pretty quickly, and then Pegula gives up the concept of not making mistakes and slaps the forehand into the net. And Rybakina now with the mini break at 3-2.
I think mid-stroke she changed her mind. That's why I think she made the mistake. I think she wanted to go on the cross, which has been so effective, and she just changed it down the line. Missed it into the net.
Could be a terminal error.
Yeah, a little bit of a breather for Rybakina.
Rybakina then serves, but she finds the net with her first serve. So Pegula, with the opportunity here, steps inside, trying to take advantage of this second serve, which lands in just a sliced forehand from from Pegula, and a very heavy forehand from Rybakina. Easy power, a bit like going back in time to the first set, just stroking that ball back past Pegula, and the pair change ends with Rybakina ahead, 4-2.
That's a good sign for Rybakina, how she handled that low slice, because that's the one she's been lifting off of. She had to, we know she can generate pace, but that was the one that she was getting uncomfortable in the last couple service games, and that one she held. It was much more controlled off that slice from Rybakina.
Rybakina stopping just for a little drink, managed to fill up her water bottle at 4-2 in the breaker. Not sure if she's planning on being out there for another 45 minutes or another 3.
That was funny, yeah.
Better fill it up. Okay, you can hear the crowd lifting for these two players here. 4-2 Rybakina in the second set tiebreaker. Can she close this out now? Serving, looking for the ace down the middle. It's about 22 minutes since she had her last match point.
I thought you were going to say 22 minutes since she got her first serve. I can't remember the last time she got her first serve in the court.
Let's second.
Second serve that just landed in. I don't know why the red lights are still on the net.
Oh, yeah.
Confusing. They're on permanently for some reason. Rybakina serves, and Pegula goes with the backhand. Same from Rybakina. She leans into another one, Rybakina. Well defended by Pegula on the run. Pegula very low over the net, kissing the net cord on the way through. Opposite corner. Great play from Pegula. Up goes the high ball. Drive volley goes right back at Rybakina. But Rybakina can only net the backhand.
Another instance where she was there, where the ball was on her racket, but just got ahead of herself. Rybakina. Great pressure from Pegula.
Mini break is gone again, and we're back on serve with Pegula at 3-4. Someone's finally turned the red lights off. That's good.
Good.
Good. Got carried away watching the match, probably. Pegula serves, backhand from Rybakina, straight back at the American. There's another one very deep. Both players very deep. The forehand mishit from Rybakina, and now she's got a few words to say to her coaching box, and you don't see that too often.
And they're telling her just to calm down, using their hands just to tell her to settle down a little bit.
It's still on serve. It was a mistake, but it's still on serve here in this breaker at 4-all, with Pegula serving down the far end. Oh, lights have been turned off permanently, haven't they? Because they didn't light up red then. So a bit of a malfunction, probably. Anyway. Pegula serves, lands this second one in, and a wild backhand going for everything, and Rybakina's a little bit rattled about what's happening out there.
Just
again engaging in a little one-way conversation with her coaching pod, and still on serve, but Rybakina serving at 4-5 here in this second set breaker, and we're quite close to having a third set, and who would have thought we'd be saying that half an hour ago?
Wow. Yeah, but she's definitely panicked a little bit on that return.
Can she reset herself here? Elena Rybakina at 4-5 in the tiebreaker. Serves really good serve. Yes, she can. And that is why she is one of the top players in the world. Heavy serving down the middle, and Pegula could just about get a racket on it. 5-all.
She needs the first serves right now, because Pegula has been rock solid on the second serve returns.
One more serve and it'll be another match point if she can do it. Catches the tape and flies long. So second serve. Lands it in. Backhand from Pegula is right back at Rybakina. There's another backhand. Good angle. Slice from Rybakina to stay in the point. Comes in for the short put away. Overhead from Pegula's good. And it's going to be a set point for Jess Pegula on her serve.
Wow, what an effort. She's putting it on her racket now, this tiebreak to get to this stage.
Pegula, can she complete the comeback in this set? She's done all the work. She's saved 3 match points. Twice Rybakina served for the match. Can Pegula snatch the set? Serves. Backhand from Rybakina is solid. Same from Pegula. Opposite corner, well dug out by Pegula. Goes back behind her. Rybakina with the highest quality forehand.
2 quality forehands. How good was that? I mean, Jess, I think, was just trying to get the ball in play, and she did well to go to the forehand twice. That's where the mistakes have been coming from Rybakina. Is just too good.
That's great stuff from Rybakina. When the chips were down, she found a way to find her forehand again. And we return on serve, but still Jess Pegula with the balls in hand has the opportunity to put her nose ahead and earn herself another set point here. If she can take it. Where does she go?
Wide, I think.
Pegula serves at the forehand of Rybakina and it's out. Just long, but that's good, solid serving. Probably go down as an unforced error from Rybakina.
Yeah, because I mean, it wasn't that far wide. I mean, it was smart to serve to the forehand for sure at this stage.
So set point for the second time for Jess Pegula, and this time it's on Rybakina's serve, which might be better if, as long as Rybakina doesn't get the first serve. But she does. Pegula manages to land this in though. Forehand from Rybakina was really good down the line. On the run, Pegula made it in time to play the forehand cross-court, but just found the net.
Yeah, very good. Great serve too. Good accuracy just inside the sideline. So played it safe with the forehand because she got Pegula so far outside the court.
It's drama and tension on Rod Laver Arena as these two vie for a place in Saturday's final. 7-all in the tiebreaker. Rybakina serves an ace with pinpoint accuracy. And it's a 4th match point. And I'm going to say it's 27 minutes or thereabouts since she had her last.
Rybakina's team just throwing their fists in the air saying, right now, take this point. Step up.
That's a given.
Step up.
So match point again for Elena Rybakina on Pegula's serve. Pegula finds the net. Second serve on match point, lands this in. Rybakina hammers the backhand down the line. And on the 4th time of asking, Elena Rybakina wins and moves back into the final for the first time in 3 years. She's seen off Jessica Pegula in 2 enthralling sets, 6-3, 7-6.
What was that question about the most dramatic matches? The most dramatic second set. That was incredible.
Yeah, that was a great period of play, wasn't it? From when Rybakina had her first match points and the fight back from Pegula, and it was a real contest there. But eventually, Elena Rybakina's just got over the line.
Yeah.
She always had the more firepower. But Pegula really fought hard to take us into a tiebreaker. But in the end, Pegula falling just short in the semi-final. But she'll go to some warm applause here from the crowd on Rod Laver Arena.
It was a really good fight. I mean, she showed a lot of heart out there because you saw some frustration in the beginning. She almost felt like she didn't know how to find a way into some of these rallies. So you got to really applaud that effort from Pegula. It was outstanding.
And Elena Rybakina is going straight over to Casey Delacqua in the middle of Rod Laver Arena, and we'll hear from the finalist who's going to play Arena Sabalenka on Saturday.
Elena, wow, what a match. These Melbourne's crowds have enjoyed watching you here on Rod Laver over the year. You made the final here in 2023. What does it mean to you to be in another Australian Open final?
Yeah, it means a lot. Thank you so much for coming, watching us play. It was such a battle. It was an epic second set, and yeah, I'm really glad that I managed to win it. And yeah, Jessica played so well in the second set. She fought till the end, and yeah, I'm just super happy to be in the final.
And there are a lot of people in the crowd that were a bit nervous there at the end. Your team also were a little bit nervous. How are you feeling in those closing stages of the match?
Well, I don't think it was a little bit for my team. It was really, really stressful, and for me also. I had some epic tiebreak here a couple years ago. I lost it. I think it was the longest woman played, and a little flashback came, you know. But yeah, I'm super happy that in the end it turned my way, and looking forward to play on Saturday.
And you mentioned it, Jess is playing incredible tennis. It was a real high quality match. But what were you most pleased about your game with tonight?
Well, I'm pretty proud that no matter the situation I was leading, and then of course it got very tight, I still stayed there. I was fighting for each point, and yeah, just happy that actually the match has started really well, also comparing the previous matches I played. So overall it's a lot of positives to take. I just need some definitely rest, and yeah, again, thank you so much for coming. Hope to see you on Saturday.
I have to ask you about Saturday. You faced Aryna Sabalenka in the final in 2023. You face her again. Please give us a few thoughts, maybe on reflection on that final, and then what your thoughts are on the match for Saturday's final.
Yeah, it was a great battle we played, and I think just in the end she played a bit better, and she won that match, very deserved. And yeah, I'm just I want to enjoy. That's for sure the final, and hopefully I'm gonna serve better than today, and it's gonna help me, and we'll see. But yeah, I'm so excited to play.
Okay. Last question. The other day I asked you perhaps what you get up to in between and when you have a day off. You said to me, oh, some things I do maybe are boring, but for us average people, Elena, what you do and prepare for a final is not boring at all. So can you please give us a little bit of insight into what you will perhaps do in preparation for the final?
Well, I think we will keep the routine. I'm gonna come here tomorrow, just practice a little bit, of course, work with the physio, and actually maybe to switch a little bit the mind, I will go to the city, a little bit shopping, who knows, but I definitely need to do something different. So I'm a little bit out of the courts for some time to refresh my brain for the match, and yeah, but probably some simple stuff.
Perfect. Well, enjoy the shopping. Congratulations, Elena Rybakina.
Elena Rybakina with Casey Delacroix in the middle of Rod Laver Arena, celebrating her win here tonight against Jessica Pegula, who fought really, really hard, but was just outgunned in the end. There wasn't much in it, you know, that had a couple of set points there. Jessica Pegula, if she could have forced a third set, you never know.
It would have been very interesting.
Would have been interesting, because Elena Rybakina was a little bit scrambled there at times.
She just got a little sketchy at the end, I would say. I think she just got a little tentative, hesitant, obviously unsure of herself on some of the forehands that she hit, and that just gave Jess enough of an opening to really push herself and stay in that match. It would have been interesting to see if Pegula had started that way with the way the tiebreak went, because I felt like she played an outstanding last few games and tiebreak. And sometimes that's what goes through your head. If I had just started the way I finished, could have been different. But the point was that she gave all her fight and heart at the end, and Rybakina just, I mean, her serve got together in the last couple points, which was huge.
I think for Jess, it's a tough situation, isn't it? Because even when she fights her way back, and she fought really hard, and she played really well to sort of unsettle and take Rybakina a little bit out of her comfort zone and change things up a bit. But when push comes to shove, and you get thrown the balls and you're serving for the set, she still just doesn't have that. She hasn't got that big fullback serve to fall back on. So it's going to be a battle every time.
Yeah, and I mean, look, she's worked on her serve so much, and it's gotten better. It's gotten more accurate. She's mixing it up, but the second serve, I think, really can be vulnerable. There were a couple that you noticed. I wasn't looking at the speed. It was like 130 kilometers an hour, and just it was there for the taking for Rybakina. So it's something she's still working on quite a bit in her game.
But when you come up against the Sabalenkas and the Rybakinas, you're never
that
going
had a huge serve.
Yeah. And there's those not free points, but it gives you some get out of jail cards.
It makes it.
Yes,
it does. It makes a difference, though. Like even like the physicality of the sport, right? It just makes a difference when you can get just a couple free points instead of having to work so hard on every single point in the rally.
So Elena Rybakina, Arena Sabalenka. If you think you've heard that before, you have. And to be fair, not just here either, but it's going to be the final again, a repeat of the 2023 final, which went the way, of course, of Arena Sabalenka. Tomorrow, Friday afternoon, not before 2:30. At midday, we'll have the mixed doubles final. Gadecki and Piers against Mladenovic and Guinard. We'll bring that to you live here on AO Radio. And then not before 2:30, Carlos Alcaraz and Alexander Zverev go head-to-head. And followed by tomorrow night, Novak Djokovic and Jannik Sinner. What a feast of tennis awaiting us as we head into the weekend. Jill, great pleasure as always.
Thank you, Steve.
Thank you, and thank you all for your messages and being part of tonight's broadcast. It's been a pleasure having your company. We'll speak to you all on Friday.
Australian Tennis Magazine has been serving up news, features and game insights for 50 years. Pick up your copy of Australia's only tennis publication or subscribe to have every issue delivered at tennismag.com.au and keep up with all things tennis via our social channels.
Kids making a racket at home? Nothing hits like getting outside and on court. With Hot Shots Tennis, kids gain confidence, learn sport skills and make friends. Perfect for kids aged 3 to 12. Book your free trial at a participating club. Hit up tennis.com.au. Hot Shots Tennis. It's different.